these things. And I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woods of Delaware. Where were you from?
Now,
I'm from
who's
the East
fighting
Side.
right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy Greenback, man. Fire Nights Podcast.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
Hold up, man. I'm holding you up. Hello. Yo, it's Tuesday night again. Hello. You could be anywhere in the world, but you fucking with us, man. We appreciate it. It's the Friday Nights Experience, thought-provoking Black culture journey, sports entertainment, current events. You name it, we talk about it, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. It's Tuesday night, P, Coach P, all that shit. I'm flanked by my brothers, the esteemed Fire and Ice. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. Every day, all day. Coming live from Studio 7. For all your recording needs, get at them. Follow us on all your social networks, your social platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook group. Shout out to the Facebook group. We appreciate y'all. This thing has grown from that Facebook group into much more.
Yeah,
We appreciate the fact that you rock with us every Tuesday. Whether it's Tuesday night or whether you watch on the playback, we truly appreciate it. Truly, truly, truly appreciate it. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling marvelous, as my dad was saying. You know, it's Tuesday night, my favorite day of the week. I'm with my brothers, man. What could be better, man? But first, before we go any further, I would like to say, all my people, man, yes, we are jamming in Bucharest. Hello, and how are ya?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Hope everybody's turkey, family, and football day was good. I enjoyed my day off, as always. The actual name of that day will remain nameless because I don't care about that name. I don't care nothing about that. I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black, all that shit. That's how I'm feeling right now. Nah, real shit, though. I always feel that way without even saying it, though. But I'm enjoying myself, though. It's Tuesday, man. It's my favorite day of the week. We get to rock out. We get to enjoy time with you guys. Maybe we can talk about some thought-provoking shit. Listen, again, okay, there we go.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It's on.
We
It's
doing
on,
TikToks
man.
in the middle.
Let's get
You
it.
see us? That's the next challenge, the Iceman
I
challenge.
want me to get sturdy. I
Mm.
want me to get sturdy. Hey, them hips.
Right.
I want me to get sturdy.
How's everybody's turkey day, though? Specifically, how's everybody's turkey day? Football day, family day.
Oh, it was good, man. It was good.
Did niggas throw the food out yet?
Yeah, they started breaking it down today, making turkey salad,
Yo,
shit like
I'll tell you what I did, though.
that.
Need some turkey chowder.
Chowder?
Shout out to the missus. She banged out some turkey chowder.
Chowder.
That motherfucker is glorious. When I say it's glorious, it is glorious. Listen, yesterday I had 3 bowls of that shit. I'm ready to go with the turkey salad next, right? I'm ready break it down into some turkey salad.
Yeah.
And I think that's about all I can do. I
Yeah.
think that's all I can do. Turkey salad. We got the chowder out of it. I think the last of that. If she don't take it for lunch tomorrow, I'll probably dog the rest of that tomorrow. And then after that, I did freeze the turkey because I wanted to make turkey salad because I'm a sandwich nigga.
Yeah.
Who else is a sandwich nigga? I'm a sandwich nigga.
I
I love a sandwich.
I
I love a sandwich.
That's crazy, man. It's funny you say that, man. You know, because I had a nice, day off and eating and everything. But I guess it can dovetail into my fresh on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Well, fuck it, let's get it. Let's get it then.
This week, I guess fresh on fire would be titled "Gotta Cook a Better Quality of Turkey." Yeah, you gotta cook a better quality of turkey, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not a fan of eating turkey all the way until Christmas comes. I'm not a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? And actually, the good brother asked me when we started breaking down stuff. I'm sure there's no mac and cheese or stuffing or macaroni left at all. I didn't see any turkey like Sunday anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was all gone by Saturday. But me as I'm scrolling and doing how I do, you know what I'm saying? I see some people they broke it down for everybody, man. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's pretty much the timeline. But then I see some people like, man, y'all still eating turkey? You goddamn right we eating turkey around this bitch.
I bought that motherfucker.
I bought that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was $25. You know.
I got mine for free.
Well, actually, yeah.
Supermarket rewards, if you know, supermarket.
Right.
I spend enough money within a certain period of time. I got that 30-pound joint. Yeah.
And actually, my employer looked out and said, yo, you can go ahead and get you a turkey or go ahead and get you the worth of the turkey. Go ahead, on us.
Proceed.
So, but I started seeing some people like, nah, you can't be eating turkey that long. You can't be eating that stuff that long. And I want to tell the people, that's bullshit. I'm telling you right goddamn now, my man, right here, he just said, did y'all start breaking stuff down yet? I said, yeah. And I know both of those people who cooked those meals and all the people who was involved with those meals are excellent chefs. So that food is fucking good. So you don't have to throw it out the next day or the 2 days later. That motherfucking turkey is good. Maybe you need a better quality of motherfucking turkey. And stop talking, oh, throw the turkey out. It's time to go back to burgers and lasagna. Nah, motherfucker. In your house, it might be time to go back to eating that shit. Because you might be got a bad quality of motherfucking turkey. But you get that good butterball and you get the noodles and you don't get that. We don't do Kraft macaroni and cheese. That shit will go bad on you. We don't do that. We do baked macaroni and cheese. Stuffing, oh, you got to scratch, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Them ingredients gonna last a whole lot longer, dog.
What happened to the stuffing muffins?
Nigga,
we still got stuffing muffins.
Oh, you know what?
Yo, you might hold. You might be on the last day.
You know what? That's part of my fresh on fire. God damn it, I want to taste me a goddamn stuffing muffin. I love stuffing and I love muffins. Why the fuck I couldn't get a stuffing muffin?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the count.
Nigga, it's a
She
count.
made 48 stuffing muffins. Between me and my son, we ate them. And I think I got maybe like 8 or 9 left. His wifey said, yo, you ain't gonna eat all them. Shit.
Don't wreck me with a good time.
You crazy. Yeah. It's crazy because Mom Duke saved the day though, because we got a new range. I said range and shit. I ain't say store, I said range.
Yeah, you doing some things. You got a range.
I said range.
You doing
So when they took the old range, I forgot that I had my muffin tins in the bottom of the range.
Bottom of the shit.
So when I went to go look for them, because Mom Duke stayed the night, right? She said, where your muffin tins at?
Ouch.
So I went to look for them. I mean, that motherfucker turned everything up. What the fuck were my muffin tins at? And here's the kicker. I had actual muffin tins. Like
What?
the big ones. Not biscuit tins, muffin tins.
Big muffin.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I'm tricking the system like that. I'm gonna get the big ass muffin stuffings. Wrong.
Had to run out, huh?
Nah, Mom said she had the 12. She had the 12 slot muffin tin. Small muffin, mini muffin, but it worked. It was like the little mini bites.
Right. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it worked. It worked out. She today because she old school. She prepared for anything. She prepared for the zombie apocalypse. She prepared for the coming of Jesus. She prepared for
Right,
every
doomsday
invasion.
prepper.
Yeah, she that kind of-
Doomsday prepper. Doomsday prepper.
She pulled it out though, like she pulled it out like it was like a spade, like she. She pulled that motherfucker out like the big Joker and shit. Though. That motherfucker out like
Shark Top.
yeah, she pulled it out like the big Joker. Like nigga, I knew you wasn't that G yet.
I got
You ain't good yet. You ain't this level good. Shout out to Mom, she saved the day. That was some cool shit though when she did it.
Stuff him up.
Because I felt like I was schooled. I did. I felt like I was
call
schooled.
you on Thanksgiving.
You should have came by, nigga.
That was definitely great. Call you
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm stuffing up in that,
Them
nigga.
joints sounded right on the show, bro. Got any more of that?
I think why we posted them joints, man. It was
that right?
abundant. It was abundant.
Can you go in your house, go in probably that drawer, pull out a little
Nah, I
foil.
think it might be like we had a lot of them shits. We had damn near like 50.
That's what I'm saying. Go in that drawer, that one drawer with the aluminum foil in the baggies. Throw a couple either in some aluminum foil for me or a bag.
Sandwich bag.
Baby, my motherfucking man.
I gotta see if there's any left because Jay was home from work today. Jay is a muffin biscuit.
Come on, Primo. Come on. Save one. Save your own one. Come
Let's
on
get
now.
Let's get it. So listen, man. So we talked about it last week. Shaquella Robinson. There was an update. For those that don't know, Mexican authorities have issued an arrest warrant for the cocksucker responsible, or the cocksucker on video last seen physically assaulting this young lady. Now thoughts. Well, before I get the thoughts, there have been some more developments, of course, as you've probably seen over the net and over the web, the interweb. The interweb is undefeated. Speaking of which, fresh, we coming with y'all on probably a Friday night. The interweb is undefeated. Rock with us. We don't have a ball. The interweb is undefeated. Remember that. But apparently, the motive for bringing her to Mexico was because, allegedly.
Did y'all hear the bullshit though?
Well, allegedly, she had set someone up in some way, shape, or fashion that led to someone else's demise. So that was the motive that caused the individuals to set her up and bring her to Mexico. Thoughts, bro?
That's just crazy. So hold on. You telling me that the deceased was known for setting up people?
That's the scuttlebutt.
That's an interesting twist because I thought the two people she took there was actually people.
No, it was multiple. Well, clearly, but multiple. There's been multiple stories about the motive and why they did what they did was because she was guilty of setting someone up, and some harm came to somebody.
Okay.
And apparently, it must be someone that they must have been close with.
My cousin.
So they felt that they needed to take
You want to
retribution.
hear some crazy shit though?
That's scary. That's what we're here for. We're here for crazy shit.
Alright, the girl that the arrest warrant was issued for, right?
Has it been verified whether that's a girl or a man?
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Okay.
But listen to this. They went to Mexico on the 28th. On the 28th of October or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know the girl who's suspected of killing homegirl? Her sister got murdered. The 28th of October. So instead of staying home with her folks for her murdered sister, she hops on a plane and goes to Mexico
Wow.
and murders someone.
So you saying that happened the same day that they was supposed to?
Yes.
See, I'll say this.
Yes.
I want some more details on it because typically, like when I know that when I leave and I go abroad, typically I'm leaving crack of dawn, maybe like 6, 7-ish. So
Her
I'm going.
sister was murdered
Okay.
October 27th. They left October 28th.
Oh wow, that's even worse.
That's
Because
crazy.
it happened, and you still decided to. Wow. Anybody? chime
And
in
then
on
you
that.
get to
Give us some more
Mexico.
details on that.
And commit a murder.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
Wow.
That is weird.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
So that's what now everybody question, Black Twitter and all the bloggers like,
Very
yo,
different.
who the fuck leaves their family?
You was
Your
committed to
sister
that.
just murdered, you know what I mean?
You was
Go on
committed
a
to that
fucking
setup.
trip.
Now that's the
The alleged assailant.
no that's
The
what
one who the arrest warrant
that's
is
the
for.
transgender. Or
Yeah, that's what he said. They
got
first. It's a woman. It's actually
She's a woman. Yeah. she
transgender
left.
spoke.
Her
No,
sister was murdered.
transgender jumped up real quick on it. That is not a transgender. They jumped up quick on that one.
Her
Like,
sister
oh,
was
shit.
murdered the 27th. The 28th, they flew to her and her friends flew to. Well, the girl took her and her people to. And that's
Cabo.
the question, like, yo, why? Who does that? Who would even leave? Your sister just got brutally murdered, and the next day
You out.
you go on a trip.
Now, if it would have happened that day and you were already on the flight, I mean, I get that. Because normally when you take a flight like that, I know everyone that I've taken where I've gone abroad, it's been very early in the morning, between 5 and 7 a.m. So unless it happened the exact same day, that's peculiar in itself. For you to know that happened and for you to still hop on that flight.
Like then, like you were saying, I heard the little
She
rumors
growled.
about the setups.
Yeah.
The setups. So then when I heard that,
Did you set your sister up to get murdered?
I don't know.
You got people mixed up, Fresh.
I do.
You got people mixed up. The girl who's charged with murder,
Mhm.
her sister got killed.
Mhm. That's what I said. Did you set her up? Because that's what I said, because you rolled up the next day.
Nah, they saying the girl that they killed was setting bitches up.
Mm-hmm.
That's not her sister. The bitch that
The
killed
deceased.
her, they were saying
The
the one that
deceased.
got killed in Mexico was known for setting niggas up.
Mm-hmm.
That's not her sister, the one that got murdered.
Is there any correlation between
Yeah.
that and
But that's what I'm saying. Like, did you set her sister up?
This
or
is
whatever?
weird,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
That's
This is
what
a
I
weird
was saying.
situation.
That's what. Did you set her sister
Yeah,
up?
this is a weird situation, man. Weird. They doing interviews and all kind. Like this is weird, man.
Who
What?
were interviews that?
The 6 or 7. I mean, the 5 or 6 that came back. The individuals that came back
It's all a money grab now.
before what they got
It's
out
all
because
a money grab.
it's critical now because now you got the authority involved and now you got to kind of lawyer up at this point because it's
It's all a
critical.
money grab, Phil.
So I don't know. But I know the
Listen,
Mexican
they
is
going on
the federales is involved.
They ain't going on TV for free.
I would like to give a shout out to Janine Bradley. She said I watch a lot of murder porn. Sounds about right.
That's
Sounds about right.
that's a South Park reference right there.
Yes, it is. Shout out,
Like,
shout outs.
It's
Murder
a money
porn.
grab now. We gonna start telling our story, getting paid for these shit. It's a money grab
Because
now.
I think a couple of them put their Cash App up. First interview to the highest bidder, that kind of thing.
Like,
Damn, man, like wow.
man, from day one it was a money grab. Well, I ain't gonna say once you take your friend doing something reckless like that, you plan to hold it against them.
Well, I like I said last week, I think it started out as we're gonna embarrass this chick as retribution or something for
That's what
somebody
I'm
else.
saying. You recorded it,
Yeah.
and you're holding it. You're planning on holding it against.
Oh yeah. But I think
the footage.
that video, I think that video came out, literally, I think that probably came out pretty quick. Like, yeah, we finally got her type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think that's what they were definitely
to
thinking.
mook them peoples, we got y'all, we got you, that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
But this so happened, she died.
Just so happens-
But that's what I'm saying. The whole intent was when a motherfucker, if your homies, if all three of us together, and one of y'all doing something that ain't supposed to be done, illegal, bad or something, and I'm taping it.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
holding
not holding it. Yes, I'm not holding it.
Bro, what
for
you
good.
doing?
I'm holding on.
What you Oh,
Like, yo,
Yes,
we supposed to
you
be
know what
doing
I'm
that,
saying?
bro. Not that one.
Everybody do that.
Not that one.
Like everybody like doing it, bro. Once a nigga starts taping it, it was
yeah, it brings everything. Brings whoa,
yeah, you know
Yo,
what I'm
delete
saying?
that, John, bro. Delete that.
Right.
Nah, yeah, they had an ulterior motive.
Yeah, ulterior motive.
Ulterior motive, yeah. Damn,
Ulterior
that's fucked up, man. I mean, rest in peace, man. Shanquilla.
Shanquilla Robinson.
Yeah,
You got
Shanquilla
that,
Robinson,
got
man.
that. First try too. See, that's why you, yo, bro.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that.
The federales involved.
Shout out
the
to,
Mexican federales.
Yeah.
The police.
Shout out to Willie D. He did the deep dive into her. You know what I mean? Like, yo, her sister, her sister got killed the 27th. She leaves and go on a trip the 28th, and you kill your friend the 30th.
Wow, that's different.
That is something. That is, man.
This
damn,
is
crazy.
gonna be on. This is one of them. Which show should we put this one on?
Dateline.
That's what it's gonna be. No, I don't think it's
It's
Dateline.
gonna be all of
It's gonna be on this.
Dateline.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Killer Next Door,
Frenemy.
Frenemy. All them killer shows. That's on
right,
True TV.
porn, right.
That's on True TV.
You kill next door, you know, some shit
Nah,
like
yeah,
that, man.
Murder porn.
Killer in the Tropics.
Yeah.
Almost
Give
got
some
away
names.
with it.
Yeah, give him some names. Give him some names.
Almost got away with it.
Y'all murder porn fans out there, man. Give us some names of
A lot of them shits too,
what's
man.
the name of the show that's gonna be on.
Biography of a murder, that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tragedy in the
That shit might be on First 48 type shit. You know what I mean? Well, it's not over here. That's a Mexican shit.
True. It might be on
Shit.
Uno, the Uno,
Sábado de Gante.
It might be on the Uno Cuatro Cinco.
Sábado de Gante.
I mean, yeah, the Uno Cuatro Ocho, motherfucker, the first 48.
Moving on. So listen, this is what I was thinking of, man, the other day, and with all of the shit that's going on, everything hitting the headlines, I was thinking, man, about our culture, right, and us as people, right. There's a lot of negative shit about us, right? But I will say that our culture pretty much drives everything. Would you say, you know, we the driving force behind a lot of shit, especially like entertainment and things of that nature, right? And with all of the light being brought, well, not light, but with all of the talk from, you know, Kanye recently about the money mafia, I was just thinking about our culture, right? And the first thing I thought about is, man, when you think about our culture, what's beautiful about our culture?
Everything.
The first thing that you think, what's beautiful about Black culture? First, what is Black culture to you? Let's first define that. What's Black culture to you? Because a lot of people may get that misconstrued. What is Black culture?
Black people live in the Black experience.
What's the Black experience to you?
Uh,
For someone who's not Black, what's the Black experience? Not the negative, because you can talk. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough real. And I gotta go to work tomorrow. You gotta go to work tomorrow. We won't have enough time to talk about from that side of the Black experience. But what's the Black experience? The positive Black experience for you being a Black man and you being a Black man.
well,
If anybody watching, what's the Black experience for you? Positive.
Well, one positive thing that really sticks in my mind, but that everybody's thinking about is we are on the vanguard of trends in popular culture. Whether people like it or not, we set trends in that, and we set what's cool. If you look at some people's touchdown dances, you be like, man, it's Spike. That's all you got. You know, and then you see some other people, and then you see some other people with choreographed, like, oh, he hit the draw from Love Don't Cost a Thing. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just a difference of flavor.
Different swag.
It's a different swag. You know, that's what I'm definitely very proud of.
It's a different swag.
Yeah, you know, it's not it's funny, they say nobody really wants to be black, but everybody wants to be black. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. Everybody want to be cool like them, you know, but you don't understand, you know, some of the things they've been through to see the things that made them cool.
What about you? What about you, bro? What's the black experience for you?
Before, because now I can't really say, because everything is like real mixed up now. You know what I'm saying? Like you was really saying, for motherfuckers ask about the black culture, I could say hip hop, and they could be like, no, that's not black culture. You know what I'm saying?
It's not just black culture.
That's, you know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying?
So could you say it's the satisfaction that, like, the dovetail off what Fresh said, the satisfaction of, yeah, yo, like my shit.
That's.
I mean, well, when you think about certain things, I mean, almost all of the music that anybody listens to nowadays derive from black people. Entertainment, sports. When you get the same opportunities in academia, you know what I'm saying? It's like across the board, black people can match up on anything. You know what I'm saying? Given the proper chance. You know, but only thing they really allow us to I would say the only thing they really allow us to do or give us credit for is setting trends and that kind of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like, understandably, we don't have the numbers in college. But when you look at the numbers at a real angle, you're like, oh, okay, well, we outdoing certain people. You don't hear that part. You know, so that I say, they only allow us to be popular with our trends and things like that. Like, all right, we'll make money off your trends. In any other way, we'll make money off that as well. Because a lot of times, let's go to them for something new, something flavorful, something thinking out of the box. When we want to go for something that's going to fit and run in the system, we'll go to something.
I don't think it's so. Let's go. I think it's just let's just watch them. These motherfuckers is fly as shit. Let's just watch them and we'll see what the fuck is hitting for.
Well, see, the thing always push back on that for, because it always takes somebody to explain to them what's cool about what they appropriate from black people.
No, not really. I'm gonna give you some pushback on that. And you know why? Because it's different nowadays because it's digital. So they don't have to ask. They can just see it.
It's a lot of stuff.
They can see it.
Because we know it's a lot of stuff that go in our community that we think is whack.
Right.
So someone has to let the white people know that, yeah, that's whack.
Yeah. Like, you guys don't like
Because they would incorporate everything.
Right.
Everything they see, they would incorporate.
Like, nah.
But it's someone letting them know what's cool and what's whack.
So who are those people?
Man, the people that's sitting in them rooms with them.
Yeah.
Who are they though?
Man, the P. Diddy's and at the time the Kanye's and the Jay-Z's and the Meek Mills and the Serena Williamses and the you know what I'm saying? And then after the Bron Jameses and you know what I'm saying? They the ones that's letting them nah. If y'all want to get involved, this is what you know what I'm saying?
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
that's pretty strong.
they ain't just, you know what I mean?
Like, you guys don't like the $30 Reeboks? Hell nah. That ain't hitting. That ain't hitting where we at.
It's not in there.
It's not hitting. But to them, they're like, oh no, these are Reebok classics. Nah, they're not our Reebok classics.
What you do, you go. That's what I'm saying. You go get a Kanye when you want to. When you really down and out, you go get a Dapper Dan. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When you really down and out, you go get a Dapper Dan. You know what I'm saying?
And just took a check.
It took him 40 years for him to give Dan a check.
Speak on it, Ice.
My whole life.
Speak on it, Ice.
Dan been around since for long.
Before me. That's what I'm saying. My whole life. He just now getting that check.
Just getting the check.
That's crazy.
But you've been eating off his flavor for years.
Copying his style, what he been doing with the
one thing that they know
Wow.
about that is they say, they don't really know where to get the fabrics and who's going to manufacture the stuff. So we'll benefit off of that. When they come to us, it's like, yeah, you got a nice shirt, but who's going to buy a shirt you can't make? Or manufacture at a price that everybody's going to buy it at.
So
you have to
for me though, I think our culture is strengthening our culture. And I'm gonna dovetail on something you said. You said when given the opportunity, right? I feel like every one of us, I truly feel that way. It's like all of us have an unlocked superpower, right? Mm-hmm. When given the opportunity, whether that be in science, whether that be in any sort of creative arts, whether that be in, any sort of art, our strength in being able to be who we are and still rock out with that shit and be where we are under the conditions, the long-term set in stone conditions.
Systemic.
Yeah. I think that part of our culture.
The perseverance.
Yeah. It's like all of us have like that Bruce Leroy glow. Some of them is dimmer than others, but all of us got that glow that I love. We all got that glow.
We all got that glow.
We all got that glow. You know what I mean? It's just under certain circumstances, it's like unlocking a superpower, or like I'm going to my nerd shit, right? Mm-hmm. It's like the Inhumans, like when the Terrigen Mist unlocked the Inhuman superpower within all of them. When given the right opportunity, it's like unlocking, like, whether it's anything, especially from an artistic standpoint, but even in, like I said, even in other opportunities, education, things of that nature. I think that, to me, I love that about our culture, that strength and perseverance, because no other culture can say that they got 400 plus years piled on their back that they can use as motivation, inherently ingrained in you, whether you even realize it or not. It's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. That's beautiful to me. That's beautiful.
I mean, to even piggyback on your point, they still have a problem trying to figure out the pyramids. They still have a problem trying to figure out how certain things were done. You feel what I'm saying? That was when black people were given the chance. Well, not given the chance, but when everything was, a little bit more wider open. Like, we made civilization. I can't make this kind of shit up. Civilizations. You know what I'm saying? And really all your religious texts, they all really go back to Egyptian, which is in Africa. It goes back to Egyptian history. Ancient Kemet and things like that, that's a different thing, but those type of things they want to damn down, because if you actually knew that you came from these things, you was capable of doing these things, then you might want to do them today. So they do a real good job of tamping down accomplishments of ours, which they still try to figure out to this day. So when given the chance, what I'm saying, you've seen the things that we can do. Like, it's totally documented to where people cannot figure out things that we mastered years ago. And that's something we can't stop. I mean, that's something we can't have around here that might dominate us. So we gotta do different things, like make guns. Somebody told me whoever made the gun was a coward.
The gun conquered nations, though.
Yeah, it conquered nations. It
conquered civilization.
I would say it conquers
that and the light and the wheel might be really.
But when you ever think about like shit, when the gun was made, what was its purpose made for?
I don't know. That's
beat me up, or you beat our people up. And these spears or whatever we got ain't working no more, or they fucking us up with these spears. These knives not even working. You know what? We gotta figure out something else. I'm in the lab. Oh shit, this shit keep motherfucker going off, and you know what? I think I can put this projectile and aim it at somebody from further away.
We're gonna revisit that. That's a good question, man. That's what created the. If anybody out there,
invented by a coward.
if anybody out
loser.
there, just chime in and we'll revisit that on another day. That's a good question.
A loser,
We're gonna
man.
track. We're gonna track the history of the fucking fire.
Remington was a loser.
We're gonna track the history of the firearm.
Yo, since we talk about you playing on the 400 years and all that and shit. I was watching something the other day, and that shit struck me. I want y'all to hear this shit. I just want y'all to hear this shit. Damn, I can't. On her break, please.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Yeah, man. With those things being said, man.
But it's without when I'm great, you know what I mean.
Bluetooth connected.
That y'all listen to. It's crazy that we're not the only people that's going through situations like this. You know what I'm saying?
A white adjacent Mexican person.
I want y'all to
And in
listen.
Florida here,
I'm ready to play a
think about that
Mexican woman.
mindset.
I'm
They
ready to
have
play a
bullshit.
Mexican woman talking about the Black Panther movie and how Mexicans felt about the movie.
Okay.
Them like in funny comedic roles. They have show. You know what I saw this weekend? Wakanda Forever, and it was an excellent movie with an excellent person who played Namor, a beautiful brown Mexican man from Mexico played that role. And I have to say it that way. He's a beautiful brown Mexican man
This shit is deep.
from Mexico. He played that role. You know why I'm saying it like that? Because you cannot believe what Spanish TV is showing right now. They are showing white colonial mindsets. They are asking, why is this beautiful brown man in the role that he is? And how come they didn't pick somebody lighter? And that they feel disenfranchised that it wasn't a white person or white mix.
Damn.
What she said was Spanish, Puerto Rican,
Dominican.
are feeling, no, Spanish, Puerto Ricans feel some type way that Neymar had the brown skin.
The Mexican heritage.
Why wasn't he lighter?
That's crazy. So even they deal with their own colorism.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Well, because Dominicans and Puerto Ricans have a big issue with each other.
Yes, they do.
But at the root of that though, is of course we have sort of the same culprit that separated them. Because at the end of the day, if you realize that of all of the tribes that descended from the original tribe, you had some tribes, Haitian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Jamaican, they're all from the same tribe, right? But you just had the 12 sons that would have, we're connected, but it was interesting. It was weird because I went down that rabbit hole that it was weird because there's another interview by her, and what she says is that, they separated us by a flag. They gave each one of us our own flag. Dominicans, they gave them a flag. They gave Puerto Ricans a flag. They gave Mexicans a flag. They gave Haitians a flag. All of them. And by separating us, it created issues between us. We're pretty much all the same. So it's interesting that you brought that up, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But the same culprit is present, right?
Yeah.
The same culprit is present, right? Because at the end of the day, whether you have your Dominican, your Latino community, it's all loosely related, right? We're all loosely related.
I'm not sure we loosely related. We related.
Well, you want to say that?
Diaspora tells me that.
Yeah. So
Nah, but when I was recording that too, I was bringing it all the way back around. That it's the skin. It's just the skin, like we were talking about. Everybody they want to do the black things. They want the black, but they don't want to be black. They don't want the skin. Even Puerto Ricans don't want the skin.
They know what comes with that.
It's crazy. That's
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? Even they know they getting
Because your
discriminated
Because your
against.
Haitians and Dominicans are typically darker.
Yeah.
Haitians, Dominicans, Mexicans are typically darker for the most part. So, man, that's crazy, man. That even in their community, you know, that
They discriminate against darker
Yeah,
skin.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Moving on. We're gonna expound on that. That's a whole different. We're gonna get that whole connection.
I would say that's
Yeah.
a little deeper, but yeah, I didn't see Black Panther kind of forever. So.
That whole connection. Disconnect, bro.
He just
Bluetooth
that's a
disconnected.
dude. Like a
Shout out
Mexican
to
dude.
Tenoch Huerta. Shout out to Tenoch Huerta, man, who played the whore. Kukulkan.
And he was the shit in that movie.
So listen.
That's how he put the ass.
I gotta see this shit, man. I gotta see this shit, man.
That shit was cool as a motherfucker, too, right? I think it was running up steps in the air and shit, yo. This
That shit was tough.
Listen, let's like be funny. I'm glad you said that. So listen, speaking of Black culture, because we cool as shit. I got something to ask you. I was thinking about it the other day. I was in the supermarket, right? And I did something with another motherfucker, right? And I said, damn, that's powerful shit. Black People 101, right? In this week's edition of Black People 101, we're going to discuss the head nod. And the reason I want to discuss the head nod is because when I was in the supermarket with homeboy, I didn't know homeboy, right? I ain't know him. But now, I might have been right or wrong. But I'm going to tell you which head nod I gave him because there's two distinct head nods, right? You can go up or you can go down, right? So I gave him the down. I ain't know him. I ain't know him.
Respectful,
Right.
Nigga, you a black nigga or a black?
Okay,
nigga?
so the
Hey.
all right,
So
so
if
the
I'm familiar with you, hey, what's up?
oh, what's up, man?
I mean, I didn't say
Okay,
that.
I'm
I just see you like, okay, yeah, I see you out here.
So the upward head nod is if I know you, and it's like,
Man, first of all,
or does it matter?
nah, because like you said, it's rules. Like if I don't know you, I'm giving I might the downward head nod, you know what I mean, and that's just out of respect. And I ain't going.
So the downward is respect.
Yeah, out of respect from a nigga I don't know and all that. Now,
But as black men, we gonna.
this one
I see
is
you.
for a nigga I'm familiar with.
Okay.
I might not know you, but I'm familiar with you. You might know somebody that I know and I see you around them. I'm not gonna go out my way to what's up? Because someone I do know, I'm gonna go over there and say, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
So is that how you interpret it? The down is respect black man type, you know.
It always seems like the down is an approval. The up can mean a lot of things.
Okay.
The up can mean a lot of things, man. You know, you see Joe Nagita, you know what I'm saying? What a facial look like. I look behind me, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know.
So it has so the upper, and is it the length of the, or is it?
Or that I'm saying, like,
Could the time of it, like the length of time?
see,
or-
like, cause that's what I'm saying. The head nod means a lot, so I'm looking at body language and all of that with you. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, the downward is approval. Hey, how you doing? I may not know you right now. You know, but the head nod, the upper head nod, that could mean that could mean a lot of things. So that's why I'm looking at body language, looking at surroundings, looking behind me. That's what I'm saying. If it's somebody I don't know, they give me the fuck you see. You know what I'm saying? What you see, I don't see.
What if he got it mixed up though? Like,
This is what I'm saying. It can mean a lot. I don't know what you see. You know what I'm saying? You could be, you know, you can give me the.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like you got a fucked
Nobody,
up car. I don't know.
I can't. I'm not familiar with a nigga that I'm not knowing or nothing go like this,
You go like this too.
or even go like that to me. You know
Because
what I'm
normally,
saying?
because the downward is one of these like.
Hey, like, you know,
Now the upward could be. It's normally followed by a facial expression or like a.
But it could be.
Or it's like. You know what I mean? Like one of these. You go through the supermarket, right, and you down aisle 6. You looking at your spaghetti and shit, and you turn and put your shit in the cart. The motherfucker coming down the aisle. What's happening? What's up, man?
Dog pound. The great American philosopher and storyteller Dave Chappelle once said a great joke about the head nod. He said him and another black gentleman happened, assess the situation that was amongst themselves. And he gave them. He said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said,
So it's like an understanding.
yeah,
It could be
you know what I'm saying?
understanding
Like,
accents.
but he gave them, man, you see what's happening.
Where the sauce at?
He's like, you see what's happening. Like, yeah, I see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So it was funny like that. He was like, yeah, he said, yeah, they was hijacking the plane, but we both knew they wasn't going to take us as black people as hostages because we know we're bad bargaining chips.
yeah, but we're talking about it in the context here, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We took about it in context.
Or somebody robbing a grocery store.
I'm saying, audience, let me know. Let me know.
Yeah, let us
those
know.
out there.
If
Well,
a
let us know.
motherfucker robbing a grocery store, I don't give a fuck who go like this to me, nigga. I'm not even looking at a nigga go like this to me. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on the.
I might be looking at niggas like, yo, like, okay, well, that might be a day. Did you see that? You know what I'm saying?
Kind of an unspoken
But
language.
what I'm talking about is he gave us already a scenario.
Yeah.
You're trying to give us 10 different scenarios from that to justify
But that's what we do. Let's walk down that
robbing a
lane.
bank,
Nah,
robbing a fucking joint, and nigga give you a headshot.
I said it. Somebody
Say,
gave me
motherfucker,
somebody gave me
this ain't Blizz. This ain't
somebody gave me a
Blizz,
head nod in a
nigga.
grocery
No, no.
It would depend on.
But even that, but if a nigga like, you gonna be like, nah.
No, if a nigga robbing the shit and he look at me and go like this, I'm looking away. I ain't see it. I don't know what you. I'm not accomplishing nothing. So
What if you in there and it's getting robbed and it's a fellow customer like you say? That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, did I miss something? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, is there something
In
behind
the
me?
context of a robbery, I'm probably not looking at nobody.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking at the nigga.
Nigga,
go like
you doing
this
a
to
bunch
me.
of nodding. I'm like, yo, that nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was talking about you going to you in the fucking store and you happen to see somebody.
Or you in the mall, yeah, you in the mall, you walk by, you can go because you know in the mall, you got one side they go this way, one side they come this way. And you're walking and you see homie over there, and you look and you, oh, that's homie from South Bridge.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a motherfucker you familiar with because if it's a motherfucker that you gonna be like, what's up?
Because to me the upper head
And
nod.
anybody you know, if you happen to walk past them, you're gonna stop and say what's up.
That's past what we trying like. He said
Nah.
just the head nod
But
part.
that's
You know, the up and down,
that's what I said.
the up and the
The
down.
head
That's
nod, the head nod up for me would be a motherfucker I'm familiar with.
Right.
Not necessarily know or do all that because a motherfucker
No, because it could be,
know.
it could be a nigga I know, but it could be, it's just not the time for me to go over and be like, believe this is this fight.
It's niggas I know, but I'm not really cool with. I know a lot of niggas that I wouldn't stop and talk to, but I'll be like, yo, what's up? You know, I mean, they ain't not like that,
But there's a difference.
Yeah.
The difference between the head nod is,
yeah.
I don't know you, but respect.
That's what I'm saying. That's
But
what
I know
said.
you, and it could be.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
my
give-
nigga.
That's what I said. You wouldn't give nobody you knew this. You wouldn't give nobody you knew that.
No, I wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I
a
wouldn't.
difference.
I
You
wouldn't.
give a motherfucker you familiar with this. You give a motherfucker you don't know, you just being cordial to this.
Yeah, I might. Now the nigga I
You don't
know
give a nigga
might
you
be
know
£5
that.
pound, the fancy.
Or you might.
handshake.
You might. In a situation, you might. And if they doing something they not supposed to be doing, I'll see you next.
Now that's what he was saying.
Nah,
That's what he was saying. Now,
Nah, but
that's what he was alluding to.
But
That's
that's
what
if
he
you
was
know the nigga.
Right,
If I don't know a nigga, if I don't know,
Listen,
if I don't know a nigga that's doing something he's supposed to not be doing, why am I gonna go like this to him? Why am I gonna go like that? Because I don't know what you're doing.
in the
No,
context
I
of
don't. What I'm saying, I don't know what the up nod means. That's what we were saying.
what he's saying in the context of our culture, if a nigga giving you one of these, it's also kind of like a signal like, yo, pay attention, nigga, or I'm trying to get your attention, like, yo, this was, you know what I'm saying? Not the same thing.
Especially from somebody I don't know. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I might give you
I understand
that.
what
Like,
they're
what the
going
fuck
to.
just happened?
But I was answering the first question.
I get it,
you
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And I said, if it came from somebody else, the premise was if it came from somebody you didn't know.
Fresh, you always gonna go left field.
Now you said it came from somebody you didn't know, right?
Nah, I gave you specific situations. It wasn't because my whole thing was which one means what. It wasn't whether I knew somebody or not. I just said you in the supermarket.
Right.
And
somebody
That's a
and you were saying down and up. I was like, if somebody give me the up, you was like, if somebody you usually know, you give it like.
I said, what does that mean?
Nah, but in that scenario that he gave, you can't go by a nigga robbing the store because he already gave the scenario. He already gave the scenario.
You changed the scenario, but I understand.
He already gave the scenario. You
You
can't
changed
change
the
the
scenario.
scenario.
If it's a nigga I know or not, and he gives me the up nod, it's not. It doesn't always mean I know you or not, or I'm familiar with you. That's what I'm saying. You said familiar. I'm like, no, it could be a nigga trying to get my attention.
Moving on.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm not familiar with you at all.
So listen, this weekend we had the Soul Train Awards, right? Now, this particular Soul Train Awards that I watched, and if anybody watched it, chime in.
I saw bits and pieces.
This Soul Train Awards seemed to have a very specific focus.
Speak on.
And that focus was R&B, soul, neo soul,
Renaissance.
Right, perfect. So, goddamn.
I'm trying to catch up with you.
It seemed to try to evoke a renaissance, let's say. Because on that particular, well, first and foremost, did you peep it? Did you peep it? All right. So
not all of it, but major parts.
It felt kind of good.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at
It felt good. It felt, first and foremost, it felt good. I don't know for what reason, but it did feel good. I think there was a targeted purpose.
An underlying theme, if you will.
Yes. That particular genre of music is not dead or needs to come back. Because the talent that was on display, was it Sunday night or Saturday night? Sunday night. This was a 2-hour extravaganza of vocal talent that was extraordinary, right? And it ranged from Tank in his vocal stylings, who seems to have a renaissance himself, Shantae Moore. When we start talking, we gotta remember now, when we start talking about those octaves and hitting them notes and that glass shattering ability, we gotta throw her in the conversation.
She's 60, though.
Yeah, she just married like
She's 55 years.
What does that have to do with anything?
She just married like the.
When you say she's 60, what does that have to do with anything?
That they had to bring all these old arm. Where the young motherfuckers at?
It was on display.
Yeah, but you went and got. It was a whole bunch of old people.
No, actually, they had because what they did was they had the state the stage. This particular stage,
up and coming,
and they tore it down, and they was the talent on that
Tore
stage
down?
was crazy. Yeah, just the talent on that stage was crazy. And then what they did was the ciphers were geared towards a lot of the younger talent. Your acts, so to speak, or your legacy awards were for older people, but the actual performers, you know, Shantae Moore was a legacy act, but they had other performers.
Now, I've
Money
seen
Love.
a couple of performers. I just didn't see the show.
Yeah,
I've
the
seen a
show
couple of
had a lot to do with a lot of up and coming and a lot of established, quote unquote. I don't even know what you would call it nowadays. Is it still R&B?
rapping bullshit.
Well, that's what I mean. We've turned it into that, but
It's like 3 genres of music, major anyway. You got country western, you got pop, and you got hip hop.
God damn, you said country western? I didn't hear any
Here you
country.
go. No, I'm just saying those are the only 3. Those are the only 3.
Oh, that matter right now,
Yeah.
according to the Grammys. Okay.
Country, western, pop, and
I
hip
thought it
hop.
was cool. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. What do you remember best about R&B?
I'm saying I was. Matter of fact, I didn't see the show. I seen like the red carpet and shit. So I seen my boy. I ain't even recognize him. Jay Holiday.
Ha! I'm trying to push you to.
He
singing.
sang my two. He sang them two
He was
joints.
singing
And
his
it was another performer that performed on the red carpet that was alright, young motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. But R&B, I'm an R&B. I'm an R&B nigga. I'm an R&B nigga. I like the R&B that they don't promote.
What's that?
The division, the Brent Fayez. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? What you would say is the R. Kelly school of music. I like
I
that.
don't fuck with
The division.
Fuck with that.
Brent
It's cool.
Fayez?
It's cool, but that's not
Gold League? Black?
That's not. It's not really.
That's R&B.
It's R&B.
Black? What? Gold League? Brent Fayez? That's R&B.
Is it R&B audience? I don't know. Is it R&B? Is that R&B, or you know what I mean? Is like, you know, more of your.
You can't call R. Kelly R&B.
No, I can't. You know how I feel about R. Kelly. Nope, I can't.
Nah.
I can't. I can't call R. Kelly R&B. I can't.
So
I told you.
So what was he?
I told you my biggest beef with him
So
is that.
what was he?
I don't know. He turned into like some fucking hip hop mashup. I don't know. He started making disposable music. You can go back to multiple shows and I've said this. My stance has not changed on R. Kelly.
But he was an R&B singer.
He started out as an R&B singer. Absolutely. He was a trail. He was carrying the flag. And then at one point he said, you know what? This hip hop shit taking off. I'm gonna go ahead and bend with the times. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But
He
unfortunately,
still got that. But that's what they was looking for. He got create in between. If you go listen to those in between those hip hop sounding albums that they chose to, it's R&B joints on there that are R. Kelly R&B.
To me, R. Kelly is he's undoubtedly R&B, but he was an artist that could do anything that I'm that talented. I can do rap or hip hop more style songs. You know, some people their pocket is right in the pocket. You know, R&B or I'm just rapping. You know, R. Kelly got a hell of a motherfucking rap, man. Only wanted to be son of the father. He's rapping on this song. I'm like, yo, that's a real motherfucker with some real musical talent. Rapping, singing, songwriting, producing, arranging, all kind of shit. So when you say he kind of bent more to hip hop, he started off with slow jams, Honey Love. You know what I'm saying? A vibe, you got that vibe.
I agree 100%.
That, you know, so, and to put it like that, everybody kind of had a bend that could bend that way. You know, Mary J came out the queen of hip hop soul. She came out the queen of hip hop. So let the people hear that and get in the back. So it was going that way anyway. I just say R. Kelly was R&B to the full.
Who stood out? Shit, I ain't seen who stood out. Let me know these little young niggas that can flow. Who stood out?
Money Love is tough.
Money Love, nigga.
Money. I'm sorry.
You.
No. What's the chick?
I was
Oh,
down.
Money Long. Yeah.
Money Long. I
I
fuck with
like
SZA.
her. I mess with.
I fuck with SZA.
I mess with SZA. Yeah. I
Fuck
mess
with
with
SZA.
SZA. I mess with
I
SZA.
fuck with her heavy. I like The Weeknd. I fuck with.
Oh, they got my
I fuck with-
song, man. That's
fuck
my
with
shit.
Weekend R&B after his first album.
To me, he's always been pop.
He's
But he
pop,
can do
but
R&B.
I don't put it this way. He's not hip hop. He's not hip hop. Musically, he's still soul, pop,
I say he's
hip hop,
pop.
and
I say he's
pop,
pop.
R&B.
I say he's pop.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah,
it.
it's
Ain't
not
nothing wrong with it.
It's
But
not
I
hip-hop.
think he,
It's
not
not
hip
hip-hop.
hop. Nah,
It's
I
not
just don't
hip-hop.
think he
Nah.
not R&B.
It's not hip hop. It's definitely not hip hop.
I don't know if he'd been the Soul Train Awards either, though.
But I mean, my thing was to answer your question, because you asked me who pop it. Like, my thing was, it don't seem like no R&B motherfucker popping, but I heard a lot of nice voices and a lot of nice songs. Now,
more
Tim-
R&B.
Nah, they're
Yeah,
to me, they're closer to R&B. But Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak.
Who is
R&B by himself singing his songs?
Oh, I've never heard him rap before. So how's he anything but R&B?
I said pop. I said pop. I say he's closer to R&B. He's pop. He's a pop, soul, R&B, folk artist to me. Let me know, audience. I mean, that's just how I feel.
Oh, so you say he's pop?
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
pop,
yeah,
like,
well,
but I'm cool with that as long as it's
yeah,
it's the sound. It's the sound.
Let me just get something. I gotta get something. All right. So. All right, we're gonna go back. Now we just gonna, cause I gotta get a pocket. I gotta get a pocket because he just said something about Bruno Mars. Was the Whispers R&B?
Was the Whispers R&B?
Yeah.
R&B, soul, yeah.
The same with Kool in the Gang?
Funk, soul, R&B, yeah.
No pop in there?
No, I don't think at that time pop wasn't a genre, so to speak. They didn't give it a name. They were popular. So, I mean, I would say funk. It just happened to be popular. Like pop didn't really hit until I would say until maybe 1980, at the advent of, your MTV.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Right,
but
I get it.
But I just want he said he said all them same words. He said all them same words about Bruno Mars, but he threw the pop in.
Right.
And that's why I said, oh, let me go back to some people that's kind of like that was doing what Bruno Mars is doing. You know what I mean? Kool in the Gang, Whispers, and you didn't throw the pop in there.
So to categorize it, then no. Now, yes, it would be considered pop.
I got you.
Definitely. Get down on it. Get down. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Celebrate good time.
Now,
absolutely.
Now is that only what that is? Like you said the times, but that's because our music is the popular music. You know what I'm saying? You still have. You feel what I'm saying? Our music is the popular music. Would it still be considered pop if it was the same times?
Because it was pop music back then.
Yeah, it was pop music, but it wasn't categorized as pop music.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. Just like there was no categorization in 1985 of gangster rap, right?
Oh, yeah, we know that. But there's always been a pop category. Pop? Popular music? Pop? There's always been a pop category. Always. Well, for a long time.
In music awards, pop category?
Popular music. The people who make
I
popular
know what it
music.
means, but what you're saying is In the 60s, there was a pop category. In the 70s, I'm saying. Let's say in the 70s. Let's say 70s. There's a pop category, you say.
Possibly. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I-
But as long as I know there's been
If anybody
popular
knows,
music,
let me know, because I could be wrong. I could be less right.
but we
I'm
know,
never wrong. I
But
could
we
be less
know,
right.
but we know,
I'm just less right.
but we know of a specific category called pop, and we know the music that kind of goes in that. Now, what you speaking of was something that, you know, maybe crossovers or something like that. What he's speaking of, Celebration, right now, you say, oh, that would be pop right now. It was pop back then, it's pop now because it's a pop song, but what it is,
And that's what I think about, and what he just said. That's how I feel about Bruno Mars. He's R&B. He just had a song that went pop.
yeah.
He's R&B.
Or
to the
songs that went
death.
pop.
You know what I'm saying? He R&B to the death. Beyonce is R&B. She just has songs that went pop that made her you R&B.
Okay.
Those are slow songs you're singing. Those, when you go in there doing your R&B, I'm an R&B singer.
Hey, that works for me. Cool. Works for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like somebody like a R. Kelly, I'm like, he's R&B all day. But the popular song is I Believe I Can Fly. Pop. He was specifically going for something with that. It was on the soundtrack of a famous movie. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Space Jam.
Was it Space Jam?
Yeah. And
I know it was on Space Jam, but that was the original song.
Yeah.
What? That was the original place it appeared on.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Like I said, I didn't know if that was literally. Okay. I didn't know if that was the original place it appeared on. Okay.
Yeah, that was the original placement. Pop. And I'm like, or he R&B all day long, but he got that pop.
How many copies has that sold?
I don't know, man. Probably a lot.
Well, shout out to Escape. They received an award.
They did.
Yeah, Shantae Moore tore that motherfucker down. Man. Damn.
I ain't mad at Shantae.
Shantae Moore killed that motherfucker. There's a lot of acts that I was impressed with. I love Tim's. I love me some Tim's.
I fuck with Tim's.
I fuck with Tim's heavy, man.
Yeah.
I fuck with that whole. I love that whole Afro beats movement. I really love that.
I'm not a hater of it, but I'm not the biggest fan.
I love it. I actually love it.
I like the 6 songs that they be playing a lot.
They said the 6 songs.
You heard. They the only ones you heard.
I've done a deeper dive, but I feel you. I get
I've done a little deeper dive. I'm like, you know what?
Burna Boy,
To me,
Tim's.
to me, I'm like, some of these songs really sound alike to me. Not
Wiz-
saying they
Burna
all alike,
Boy,
but they
Tim's,
sound alike. And I'm like,
Wizkid.
well, I just like the best one out of that pack. You know
I
what I'm
can
saying?
dig it. I can
It's like everybody, man. They take the best shit and bump it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't like all the rest of the shit. I like the 6 songs that they fuck with.
I can dig it. I feel
You know, the Afro beats. I ain't dissing it, but I ain't the biggest fan of it. Oh my God.
You doing, Brody?
Oh my God. You never ever motherfucker know who gonna come through. But it's never nobody like it's always somebody. Heavy than a motherfucker, man. Oh my stars, man. I gotta put my shades on because like my bro said, man, the fucking glow on our motherfucking people. We need
Pull up
a
a
chair.
That's crazy. That's crazy how we gonna make the same shit
The
though.
Matrix.
For those that don't know, that's it. But okay, we had a debate earlier.
Oh yes, we do. Yes, we
About
do.
some young niggas that was their first time listening to certain hip hop classics. For those that don't know, that was a clear Eric B. and Rakim. Check out my melody reference. Pull up a chair, check out my melody. We can do that shit.
Oh my stars.
That shit all right.
Well, one had that debate.
What's that debate?
We was talking about the car, about the.
I mean, that could go for a while. Man. We got to get into the shit too. I mean, we can do that. We can do that though, because we actually, I mean, it's relevant because somebody's in the building right now.
It's
That could
definitely
offer
relevant.
a tape.
I'm gonna ask him about the 21 Savage. Something crazy about
So we can let's do this.
Man, Dick is here, man. There were some young gentlemen who posted a reaction video to Eric B. and Rakim's
Turn that mic on.
I Ain't No Joke.
It was multiple. It was that and Black Thoughts.
Push the jaw up. Nah, push the volume up.
That and Black Thoughts, Funk Master Flex freestyle.
Now that one there is a little that's a little different. That's a little different. But I'm speaking specifically.
Okay. That's what you got to gripe with.
Because I'm like, to me, as someone who people say, all right, they in a culture of something. You may not know all of the culture, but you know I'm in this culture, you walk this culture. I'm saying, yeah, I'm giving you that. You may not know all the culture. I don't know all of the culture. But there are certain things that fit in a pocket, like, man, you need to know that part of the culture. You need to know this part of the culture. You know, certain things you need to know. Just certain things you know. You're not going to be a Christian and don't know Jesus. You feel what I'm saying? So when it came down to Eric B. and Rakim's I Ain't No Joke, I personally felt that particular song from that particular group should be known by a lot of people. Everybody who fucks with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? If you are of a certain age and a certain awareness and a certain reach of technology, I'm saying anybody who fucks with that, they should really know who Eric
That
B.
makes
and
me
Rakim,
happy. You know, but you
I Ain't
know,
No Joke
I fucks with Son, so you know.
song is. So when I seen, you know, I said, man, I have a problem with that. Not a huge problem, but a significant problem. Like, man, you gotta know certain things, man. And I personally think that Eric B. and Rakim, I Ain't No Joke, is a song that we all should know in the culture. You shouldn't be just turned on to this by now. Man, we live in 2000.
So define by now.
Now, I say this, and maybe y'all turn me on to something. I thought a lot of young people, if you hadn't been turned on to I Ain't No Joke, I thought you would have been turned on to it and been familiar with it when the documentary on Michael Jordan came out, when the COVID hit. Nobody had nothing to watch. That dropped. The Last Dance. I was like, well, if you ain't familiar with I Ain't No Joke now,
there was a lot of quote unquote
all up
historical.
you guys have made me, not saying I necessarily agree, but I see a different stance. And I was just like, that is a certain song, a certain pillar from who I personally think, you know, from a group. Like, no, you should know the group and this song. Now, if you don't know the group, I'll give you that. But the song, you should know that if you say you fuck with hip hop and you of a certain age. You guys disagree. Tell them why.
Okay. You.
Yeah, I disagree. Because you know what I'm saying. I disagree because I would me saying that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair to someone that's younger coming into the game who loves hip hop, who study the game as far as their age and their genre and did all that. I couldn't fault them for not going back and listening to everything that came out, you know what I mean, to consider them hip hop. You know what I mean? Because it's even stuff that came out back then that we didn't even listen to.
Now, I want to say something. And I just keep it short. I'm not saying they ain't hip hop. I ain't saying they ain't hip hop. I'm saying not knowing that particular.
In true transparency, you were saying that originally.
Yeah, that's what I said. Originally,
And 100% transparency.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm like, nah. You are hip hop.
Don't do that.
But that ain't hip hop. What you doing? Like, nah, man. And I'm just saying, you should know that.
You're not hip hop, but like
You
I
should
get what
know
you're saying.
that
Hip
one.
hop.
You should know that one. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, you should know that. Like, oh man, you just getting turned on. Like you pulling your hair out over this in 2022. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, come on, man, we gotta be doing better than this, man.
Okay.
Now I ain't arguing the man and them down, man. Y'all have changed my
It's not about changing your mind.
But like you
I'm open to some shit.
Like you said,
Like I said, I'm open
like
Because we know you You
Like,
doubled down fresh. It ain't about changing your mind.
They wasn't around when it came out. So whoever they learned their music ear to wasn't feeling Eric B. and Rakim. That's what I'm saying. Everyone doesn't have to feel it like we feel it. Because they had to learn their music ear from somewhere. Their dads, their moms, and
Absolutely.
that wasn't being played around the house.
Excuse us while
You know what? Hopefully, our special esteemed guest is on my side. I mean, even though, man, y'all, like I said, y'all changed my mind to some things. I was like, you know, but they are hip hop. I was like, and that is something I truly believe. I was like, it may not be my kind of hip hop and all of that, but I am saying, I'm like, nah, man, that's one you should know. That's how I'm standing on that. So fuck that. That's double that first. So listen to that, but
So
I understand where y'all at, but I just stand on the other side of that.
Okay. Oh, let me just ask you this. You said that's when they should know. I'm like we always say, we do the hypotheticals out here. An alien coming down here, he want to hear know what hip hop is. Is that one of the songs you throwing on for him?
Possibly, yes. That's my, I would say shirtless, but yeah, that'd be one of the songs I think about. Good, bro.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
God, you know what? Well, we just have to be talking about hip hop.
Yes,
We
sir.
got
I'm good.
the baddest motherfucker in hip hop around these parts these days. Stepping on into the fire and that experience. Maybe we can get your take. You know, maybe.
Oh no, we gonna get it. Oh, we gonna get it. That's no maybe.
I'm saying that is.
Oh, there's no maybe. He's living and breathing it. We gotta get it.
Fan to the show, our brother Jeno.
Let's do a deep dive. So, gentlemen, listen. All right. So, let me preface it by saying this, right? I posted a reaction video, right? And it was of some younger guys. I'm not sure. Shout out to the clientele, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to them young boys. This was a video of them hearing. They do reaction videos for the most part, and this is their first time hearing certain things. Whether it be it's them being in the younger generation, seeing older generation, whether it be entertainment, music,
like Gen Z
basketball.
kids, it's like the 96.
Yeah,
96,
this is
97,
This is
2000.
them seeing things for the first time, hearing certain songs, hearing certain artists, seeing certain basketball players, seeing certain football players. So that's where they're coming from, seeing a lot of maybe
People we glorify.
80s or 90s. Well, because first and foremost, we gotta understand the breakdown, right? The breakdown. Me, I make no bones about it. I'm 47, right? Fresh, 47,
45.
45.
Congratulations to you guys. I'm 33.
No,
I just turned 30.
Two more days,
so-
y'all. 2 more days.
so-
I'll be
so-
47.
And that's gonna be a celebration.
Yup.
But listen, I think that's important because you have to understand where everybody's come from. So I'm from a professional perspective, right? It's all about perspective. So 33?
33. Just
Okay.
turned 33.
So now, with that being said, that means, well, let me ask this question because this is an important question. The whole movie was formed of. When did you fall in love with hip hop? What year or what event? Well, no, both. What year and what event?
What song?
All the same thing.
I don't even think it was a certain song, but I think in all reality, as soon as I could understand, I was
What's the?
it wasn't.
Because for me, I can tell you when it was.
So right now, if you give me a flashback right now, I can remember being a certain age, riding around the back seat of I think like a G45 Infinity, G25 Infinity
Okay.
Gold. This is my cousin joint, system
I
knocking.
wasn't stunned.
And they used to ride around listening. I could hear Biggie and R. Kelly right now, fucking you tonight.
So that's 90, 90.
7.
97, 96.
That wasn't on like that.
No, but I'm saying when it came out, well, Fucking You Tonight was on
94. No, it wasn't on like that.
Fucking You Tonight was on the double CD, right?
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
It was on the double CD. Google
But
that.
it
Fresh.
came out.
That's 97. Because
it came
I'm
out.
before
He had
that.
just died. He had just died.
right, it's 97.
I don't believe that's on the double. If I'm not
Wait a
mistaken,
minute, you could be wrong, General.
I could be.
But let's look at it.
I could be. I remember Daz Effects.
Ooh, that's an early 90s.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
early
I can remember Daz Effects. My cousin
Everybody
Kevin had a little red box car with the beads on the seat and the dice in the mirror. I can remember riding around listening to
That
Daz.
sounds like
Effects.
KG.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like Kenny G.
That's what I said. It's like KG.
Okay, you right.
Wait.
It's like the
Only, and the only reason I know that is because around that time,
2014, Fucking You Tonight.
that
No,
Nah,
that's
nah,
wrong.
nah,
That's
nah,
2007.
2007. 2006, 96, 97.
97.
96, 97.
Okay,
Now,
was Daz Effects?
Daz Effects was earlier.
Which year was that? I promise you, I remember listening to Daz
It's like
Effects.
95, 94.
Dump. Yeah, man, I remember that.
That was like 91.
So if that's
It was
91,
That was
91.
like 91.
Now, mind you,
you got it there.
Okay, so let's.
Because 97.
Not when it
97,
came.
98.
That's because when you heard it and when you because I was. If we talk, I was in 11th grade. I
Yeah.
was 17.
That's a fact.
So you would have been
before that.
17, 7, 5. Yeah. So
1991.
that's when it came out. But when did you hear it?
I'd have been 1991. I just showed you my
You know,
memories.
that
I
was
was riding around.
That was that shit.
I
grew up, hip-hop grew up at that.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm not lying to you.
So now, okay, so boom. So with that being said, so let's say from 91, 92, Das Effects, let's just.
But even if I say the Fucking You Tonight, Life
Around
After
that.
Death, right? I was still 8 years old in 97.
Okay.
You get
So
me?
let's
I'm
just
still
use
eight.
that as a reference point, right?
Let's just go there.
Let's use that as a reference.
I was 8 years old.
So 97, right? You were how old?
8 years old.
8 years old.
Depending on what year. Depending
7,
on
8.
what month. 7, 8.
7, 8,
Seven,
right?
eight, yeah.
7, 8. Which goes kind of along with what I said because earlier, me and Fresh said what the first thing that turned me on was Sucker MCs in 1984. I was in 4th grade. So not too far off in terms of age. It might be a year or two. You know what I mean? So from that point, but the difference is in 84, right? Hip hop is only how old?
Hip hop is about
11 years old.
84.
Now,
84.
so
73, August.
Maybe 81. No, 79.
well, we're talking
The
about
Life
music.
came out 79.
We're talking about musically. Musically, in
So
terms
musically-
of popular music, musically,
Was not Rappers Delight a big deal when it came out?
it was a big
Oh
deal.
yeah, it was a huge deal, but
It
that
was a
was
big deal.
So
Because
we count that.
it was the first produced rap.
This nigga got that. You gotta bring the rap Bible. You
got-
gotta bring the
You
rap
gotta
Bible.
get that. We talking hot.
You got it. Big rap Bible. That motherfucker
heavy.
heavy.
That motherfucker heavy.
But
Rap Bible.
And what I'm trying to get
I
at,
was 8 years old. Let's say 7 years old.
7, 8 years old.
I'm listening to Pop. I'm listening to No Limit. I'm listening to, we listen to all types of shit. We listen to Mobb Deep. We listen to
so
Tribe.
that's 1980. It was released in 80. So now
What's
it's
that?
Rapper's Delight. So we're using now, either we're gonna use that or another popular album, another popular song.
Don't want you to go
Grandmaster Flash, Don't Push.
Yeah, the message.
Yo, see.
Well, you gotta think. I mean, when did it get whammy? Def Jam
Oh.
LL.
That's later. That's later.
That's like what, 80 what?
That's
4,
later.
85?
So wait. So Rapper's Delight is 80. The Message is 82.
When you say the music part,
You know what I mean, Fresh. You know exactly why is it.
Yeah, cause
You know what I mean, man. You want us to say, you want to do the break dance, the graffiti. No, I'm talking about the music. I'm talking just the music.
Equating this to these young
I'm gonna get there.
They definitely not going back this far.
He just said this. He just said the exact same thing that me and you said. And what we said was,
but now piggybacking off that, that's what we was saying. We was equating it. At first, he was saying if they claiming they're hip hop and they don't go back that far, you ain't hip hop.
The furthest that generation may go is NWA, and that's just to get the beginning of that. But for real, they gonna start with like Big Pop, Juvie. You know what I mean? They gonna start.
I said probably Doggy style.
you don't
I
have
don't even
like
think they're looking to Snoop as much as they were looking to like Pac, Biggie, and NWA. You feel what I'm saying?
They go back and look at Pac and Biggie.
You feel what I'm saying? They'll look at Snoop as far as Death Row,
but he
but
summed
they
it up
not
though.
really great to go back and listen to no real Snoop Dogg.
He summed it up though. He
He
summed it up because my discussion with you, Fresh, was that it's only but so far back you gonna go when you first jump in, right? And then you gonna get swept up into what's going on that
They gonna direct you to something else. You gonna listen.
you're not just gonna say, all right, well, you know what? I gotta go back to square one. Nah, you're not gonna, it's easier for us because it's a new genre. It's only 5-6 years old.
Really look at it, right? Look at the samples they using right now, even with their drill music. It's all Mary J. Blige, Usher, 90s music. They are sticking right to the 90s. You get what I'm saying? They're not really going back too much further than that.
So for them to not know who fucking Rakim is not a popular guy. I'm sorry, he's just not. But to you, what is Rakim to you?
I acknowledge who Rakim is. I can't say I'm an avid Rakim listener. He's not like one of the 80s guys I would go listen to, but I do know him.
So if I was to say, so to prove your point, if I was to say,
I mean, historical rap joints, if you say, you know, I ain't no joke, then you know what's going on after that. You know the rest of it, you feel what I'm saying? There's certain joints you know, like, but these niggas don't know, but deep.
What else specifically y'all talking about? I ain't
that
no
is
joke.
better than hip hop, though.
right.
6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. You should know certain, just like even if you don't know the history of it, there's certain things that you hear in hip hop that's like, oh, you should know that. You feel what I'm saying?
Now let's take it 10 years younger than you.
10 years younger than me.
10 years younger than you. Do you expect that?
23.
Do you expect that?
All right, so at 23, what do I think? No, at 23.
At 23.
You know, at 23, yeah, all the movies y'all watch, y'all know House Party. It's certain, but you know what? Nah, it's certain movies that I understand that some niggas haven't seen. I'd be like, yo, you two ain't gonna be talking to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, so
let's think about it though. Let's
but
think
at
about
the
it.
end of the day, because you know, these niggas never heard UNITY, Queen Latifah.
That's
They
what I'm
not
saying.
listening
So
to that.
somebody 23, you saying if they hear 6 minutes, they supposed to know what? No, they not.
But it depends on what music you listen to.
Yeah, but what we saying is, can that nigga still be hip hop?
That's because he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his time.
Okay.
In his time.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That when I came around, but I was like, oh, on that particular, like you were saying, but like you were saying, you was like, oh, that is certain songs. Like now you gotta know these songs.
20 years ago, I would have felt that way. 20 or 15
but I
years
guess
ago, I would have
in
felt
our
that.
generation, I guess in our age group, that when you hear that, you better know that.
That's fair.
Yeah, I would have felt that way.
Look at Rich Homie Quan when he didn't know Biggie verse on the Honors. We haven't seen it.
Think about that.
But we
Now, the Big Homie Quan, that's 2000 what?
That was like 5 years ago.
Nah, that's longer than that. Nah.
But look at that.
Nah, Rich Homie Quan is
Rich
up
Homie
there,
I'm
bro.
talking about when he did the
When he
Biggie,
did the
Big
Biggie
Honors,
verse with
but think
Lil
about
Kim
it,
and
fucked up all the words. He didn't know the song.
Not only do you know you're doing it, you got time to rehearse it. You got time to listen to it.
Yeah. He said, fuck it.
They let you go during rehearsals. So what did you do during sound check and rehearsals? Nothing.
right, that's
And you got up there and did nothing. You've been going ever since.
So
So certain things you should know.
Right, so
You don't even know Biggie.
right. So that's
So you
that's like,
expect-
no,
you
that's-
expect-
so that's-
right about
So
that.
that's
You
what
gotta
I'm
be
saying.
glad
Like,
to see.
so I'm like,
They
you
stop
may be
fucking with
hip hop, but that move ain't hip hop, bro. That ain't hip hop, man. You supposed to know that. And
And he was on the uprise to be on there with Lil Kim and them. Like, they was looking at you away. You know what I'm saying? We know you.
That was in 2016. 6 years ago.
I'm like,
So
yo,
y'all right. It
yeah,
was 6
about
years.
5
You said
years
5.
ago.
6 years ago he did
certain
that.
songs, and I'm claiming I ain't no joke. Eric B. and Rakim is one of them. Y'all broke me around like, man, they ain't gonna know all
No,
these
to
songs.
us,
But I was
absolutely, it's
like,
Bible.
that one.
To us, it's Bible. Yeah.
But I was like, that is a Bible joint that's in the
But
Bible.
I get it.
Like
I understand
like
why
I
they went
said,
there.
You agree with this? It's all about region.
Yeah, you know what? Because you know why? In real life, I just
It's
had a
all about
conversation.
region.
I had a conversation with a nigga at work, and like, you know, he my age, but you know, I'm a rapper, so I be feeling like I'm an artist, so I feel like I'm, you know, hip hop connoisseur. But this nigga's like a hip hop connoisseur and don't rap. And one thing he asked me during our debate was like, listen, if you East Coast biased, I don't want to debate with you. And I kind of felt it. Because
Right.
once I think about it, I'm East Coast biased. There's not too many West Coast artists that I listen to. There's not too many Midwest accented artists I listen to. You feel what I'm saying? There's not too many Southern artists I listen to. And anything from any other region I listen to has a tie with an East Coast artist or an East Coast brand or something like that. And it's fucked up to think like that, but in real life,
Well, but you know what it is though, and I say this all the time, because even now, even right now as we speak, we comfortable with a certain cadence and a certain style, right? Now it takes us to a certain point where we say, okay, I'm gonna let that guard down, and I'll be comfortable listening to something else, right? Because think about it. For the longest, it took, let's say, a Biggie to make us comfortable with a Bone Thugs, right?
Yeah. I don't know though. Cause
you was listening to the first.
Nah,
Now, mind you, now that's you. I know you, Greg.
I was
You
listening
spent a
to
lot
the
of
first
time
one.
out of state, right?
Yeah.
Down south,
Yeah.
right? I get that.
Nah, but even before that, I fuck with what was the shit?
Twister.
No,
Were y'all listening
the
to
shit Bone
3-6
Thugs
Mafia?
had.
Were y'all listening to 3-6?
No,
Absolutely.
absolutely not.
Were y'all listening to Project
Thuggish
Fat
Ruggish
Joe?
Bone.
Yeah, that was
It's the
fine.
Thuggish Ruggish Bone.
But
I was
you know what?
feeling
You know
that. I
what
fuck with that.
They came through a conduit, though. They came through an Eazy-E conduit. So you said, all right,
Yeah, I
well,
give it a
if
chance.
he co-signed it, okay, I get it. But imagine if they
That's West
come
Coast,
through.
though.
Imagine if they come through without Eazy-E. We had already shit at that point. West Coast music is already indoctrinated into us. At
Was
that
y'all
point.
listening to Ride or Die?
Now, see, that's where I go back to. I was listening to
That's
just
a
like
good question. Like, look
the
where we
best-
at though.
the best
Y'all the OG.
song of that genre. Because I've never really liked that style of rapping, the feds rapping. Not saying I
Nah,
did,
yeah,
Not
but
just the fan, not
But
And that's what I'm saying.
I'm not.
I take a couple songs that I like from that feds rapping and like what I like. Always accepted it as hip hop. Just wasn't my speed.
I'm not a fan, but I can say like back then, we gave everybody a shot.
Yeah, eventually we
And
started
then we
hearing
decided
about
if
it.
it was
Absolutely.
if we liked it or not. Anything that came through,
Yeah.
anything that came through.
I'm like,
Eventually,
everybody
yeah.
talking about Thuggish Ruggish Bones. I gotta hear it.
but are y'all East Coast biased?
I'm East Coast vibes. I am East Coast vibes. But I got that way after a minute
because
I got that way selfishly. You know, I'm gonna tell you why. Because at one point in time, I was West Coast out, chronic,
I still
NWA.
like
That, you know how I was like, oh man, lingo, boys and men,
Too short.
Minister Society. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I'm West Coast out. Motherfuckers started saying I sound like a West Coast nigga. You know, when we was out of town, man, them country niggas like me, y'all sound like y'all from Cali. What the fuck y'all talking about, nigga?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say, yeah, I have an East Coast bias only because I'm comfortable with, and I think that cadence that we created is the best, and I think it perfectly
that pocket.
because that pocket perfectly encompasses the superior rap style, so to speak.
I didn't fuck with Southern rappers either.
It took me a minute.
Hey.
It took me a minute.
I fuck,
It took
but
me a minute.
listen, the thing is,
It took me a minute.
I thought Ludacris was crazy.
Yeah, Ludacris was
It took me a
crazy.
minute. It took me a minute.
Ludacris was crazy.
You know why though? You know
I'm talking
why?
about niggas who didn't have up north top.
But hold on, but we got to
T.I.
distinguish
was
too.
crazy.
Right,
Yeah, up north
right,
top.
right. You
But I
gotta,
don't know that.
Yeah,
you gotta remember.
When I first seen T.I., he was on the show with Beanie Man.
I'm talking about.
On everything.
I'm
He
serious.
had the same sweatsuit I had.
Zaga,
I
zaga.
said, yo, he got the same Medici shit I got.
Yeah, that was
That was the
our-
first
that
time
was
I
our
ever
look,
seen that
though.
nigga.
But the sound, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, you gotta remember, we had to come up through the top authorities and the ghetto boys, who didn't necessarily sound like us. But because we had already took that trip out west, right?
Yeah.
If the West don't open that door, right, it doesn't allow us to be comfortable enough to accept top authority, Willie D, all of that.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we out of that Generation Z shit. They don't even know what the fuck we talking about anymore. We don't know what
that's
Yo, man, I swear to you.
fuck with Willie D too.
I remember back in the days. I remember back, and this is what I'm saying, man. I know I can't be the only person that experienced this shit. Back in the days, the first West Coast rappers I really knew was Ice-T, King T, King T,
The fuck with the alcohol, it's King T and alcohol.
He
Yeah,
came out first. Alcohol fuck with him.
Everlast.
Yeah, alcohol fuck with him.
Everlast, Don D, the Godfather. They was called the Rhyme Syndicate, but but Ice-T ended up being in Breaking. That was you know what I'm saying. I was like, I knew he wasn't from around here, and that was how I first got onto it. But that was way back. I can't really remember when it was. You hear a song here, a song there.
That was
You know what I'm saying?
80s. It was 87ish.
And
It was 87ish.
But what I'm saying is the exposure to different sounds. Like I brought up our good brother Andre Park, Buffett Village. He turned me on to the Virginia and the Atlanta. FCID. Now, I don't know how long ago that was, but that was one of the first motherfuckers.
I thought that was terrible because you know why? Because it was very super regional.
But it was
super
hip-hop.
regional.
And we was exposed to that. First time I ever heard motherfucking Two Lives.
Super regional. And it was terrible.
It was the first time I ever heard.
No, you know what? Hold.
Luke was shipping to us.
Hold on.
Luke was all Florida.
Originally, it was super regional, and the audio to me was terrible.
But
Wait a minute.
Just remember how early that was. Just in our that was 85, 86.
85. That was like 85.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't just say that we only know or we only
Even when Breaking came out, that was like 83, 84 when
you feel what I'm saying?
Ice-T was in there with his white gloves, no fingers wrapped.
But he wasn't, to me,
He was
Ice-T didn't register.
But
He didn't, right, he might have been that, but he didn't register though. He didn't register.
Everybody
To me, he didn't register. He registered to you?
You crazy.
He didn't register.
And
He didn't register.
what I'm saying is even
Now that
even the West, even the early West Coast, even the earliest West Coast, the earliest South sounded like East Coast. They was East Coast bias because all of them said all that we knew how to sound like was like them. We put our spin on it, but we trying to sound like.
And you know why? And I'm glad you said that. And because they did that.
Period.
Oh, absolutely. But because we're gonna get to that, because they said that, because they sounded like that, they got lost in the sauce. So to me, it was, oh man, I ain't fucking with that. That shit. You niggas got lost in the sauce because they tried to sound like us.
There's certain things
Ghetto Boys and them get lost in the sauce.
They didn't sound like us.
I remember all those first albums. They sounded like the hip hop version of Houston style of New York hip hop.
Hey, what's Ghetto Boys?
Yes, it did.
What's Ghetto Boys' biggest hit?
I sit alone in my four corner room staring at the
And everybody was talking shit on there. You see that?
That's
East Coast.
That might be their first hit.
Turn me up in the radio.
That might be their first hit.
But listen to how they was talking. They wasn't talking like Southern niggas.
That might have been their first hit.
Or they
But
talk
that wasn't the first time I got
They
introduced
talking
to them.
like-
though.
Oh, nah, that was our first time introduced.
That was
We
mine.
was
That was
introduced to them
We
way
was
before that.
introduced way, but
Yeah, that wasn't my first time in getting introduced to them.
Ready, big, coming
They sounded like niggas that wasn't from around here. I'm the fuck.
But it sounded like
Nah.
no. If that was just booty hip hop, it would have been like, nah,
It
the
couldn't
Ghetto Boys
have
would
been-
have been.
It couldn't be booty hip hop. It couldn't be. It couldn't be. Because you know why? Because you got to remember they came after the West Coast wave.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
I can't really.
Which was
didn't.
No, the first West Coast
Oh,
wave.
NWA
With the
wave.
first NWA album.
No.
They ain't come before NWA.
Yes, they did. Ghetto Songs was before NWA. You might have heard it before. I didn't.
I know we did.
I didn't.
I don't recall no South
They
America.
ain't come before NWA.
Yeah, I don't know. If you listening, I don't know.
What y'all
Ghetto
boys
Boys.
look at the phone?
Okay. I remember personally in
Look at that.
I got a question. That,
They probably or they came around the same
I got a
time.
question that's
Nah.
going to ask.
Nah.
Might cause a little
Nah.
controversy right now. Hip hop.
straight out of Compton, right? Was our introduction, right? And then Niggas for Life. I distinctly remember Niggas for Life. I was in, I'm gonna say 9th grade. So that's 89.
Yeah, 88. 88.
Shout out to B Mad who had the shadow.
88. I wasn't
He
even
was
in high
that
school.
was 89, right? We ride around the shadow playing Niggas for Life. That wasn't 1990. So let's look it up. Let's look it up.
Ghetto Boys. 1985, man. 1985, man.
D-Man came out in 1985, but once again, you're
We
not
didn't get that
considering the
motherfucker in
question.
85.
We're talking about, okay, what album was that? What album was that, bro? And did you love it? Did you love it? Because I can most certainly tell you right now, I did not love no Ghetto Boys coming out in 1985. I know I didn't. I know I didn't. 1985, nigga, we was still fucking with LL Cool J.
And I don't think LL got enough love. LL was a big deal. I'm telling you, and I'm still LL fan. I can go back right now and listen to LL right now. I'm talking about All World. I'm talking about
My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me didn't come out until 91. Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster was 92.
I knew they wasn't over before NWA. I ain't why they probably was out.
They was out. But I'm talking about us getting a hold of it.
All right, so look.
I didn't accept them until because they was the fake NWA. Because NWA made cussing on records and killing niggas on records. Cool. And then we was like, oh, well, this shit,
I
these
just
niggas.
know I wasn't listening to no NWA at 8.
I got a question.
85, I was 8. I knew I was.
Nah, I wasn't. I wasn't. I know I wasn't. That was LL and Run DMC still.
And KRS-One, Criminal Minded, you know what
Hold up.
I'm saying? And
Now, 87 was the golden era. We know what happened in 87. I wasn't listening to no goddamn Ghetto Boys in 87. They wasn't even on, nigga, I wouldn't not know for a fact that shit wasn't gonna fly in 87. Think about what came out in 87. Think about it. That's the golden era. Yeah, Straight Outta Compton popped out after that. Because that was mind blowing, like, whoa.
For some reason, it just said Ghetto Boys dropped their first album in '86.
Fresh, once again,
General,
did you hear me?
We didn't say
I didn't say nothing about the first album. I didn't say nothing about their first album. Because truth be told, a lot of niggas that dropped 7 years before they really made it. When did you get a hold of it? Because what's that first album then, Fresh? What's that first album? Making Trouble. And you trying to tell me in 1985 you was fucking with Making Trouble?
I didn't even have to take what I'm saying.
No, Fresh. What are you saying?
Trying to change the narrative.
Nah, because you Fresh. It was after NWA. They didn't pop until because NWA made all that gangster shit cool. That killing motherfuckers in the gang shit, they made that shit cool. And because we always called the Ghetto Boys the fake NWA at first, until we really listened to that shit. Is that not what we call them?
Man, you keep saying we.
Okay.
So when,
You keep
so
saying
let me ask you though. So you didn't have the tape in '86. When did you get the tape? When did you start listening to him?
This is what I'm saying. I'm like, for some reason, I got the tape whenever I got the tape. I got the tapes around the same time. You saying West Coast this, West. I'm like, oh man, I got these tapes around the same time you got the tapes.
No,
and it was
you got
around
them
the same
early.
time.
You got them a lot earlier than I did.
What?
Way earlier than I did.
Any way to say it right here, Ghetto Boys dropped before them anyway. Like I said, even if we called it a year late, we called them successively. Ghetto Boys still dropped first. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you right.
You
Ghetto Boys drop first. You right. Ghetto Boys drop first. You right. You right.
Is Tupac West Coast or East Coast? Wow.
That nigga West Coast.
Wow, that's deep.
He West Coast and
That's
that's
deep.
I would say West Coast.
That's deep.
Because like a song like
I'm saying honestly,
That's deep.
when did he ever rep the East? I mean, like clearly
yeah.
rep the East like he did the West.
That's deep that both y'all say that.
I know what he did on the
Like,
East.
Tupac is East Coast. No, he's not West Coast.
I know where he's from. I know what he did over here. I know
what
he
you're
was.
getting
I know he
at,
was
but I
hanging.
think about
I know he was hanging over here.
And let me say it even. Let me get a little.
Well, I need you to clarify that.
Yeah.
I need you to clarify that because
The
that's
nigga was only over there for 9 months.
but he claimed the shit
The
out of it.
nigga
He never claimed
was
East Coast.
only
That's what I'm saying.
over
I ain't
there.
never heard
He
you
didn't
say
have to
that.
claim the East because he was here. It wasn't no situation. It wasn't nothing. He was running around with everybody. He was over here. He was over there. He was good. He didn't have to claim a side. He didn't have to take a stand.
Oh, but he
You know what I'm
did
saying?
though. He did clearly.
And he wasn't a blood.
Well, that whole time.
Well, his affiliation.
But wait, I'm just saying. He was
That
over
makes it
there
even
9
closer.
months and he died.
That makes
And y'all
it.
giving 9 months of what Tupac has done. And y'all gonna give him to the West. All right.
I
I'm not
feel-
saying give it to him, but just like he's West Coast.
Nah, he repped
I
the
don't
West
agree.
hard. I feel like he repped it. Well, that makes it even more crazier. All right, now I'm gonna just throw some shit out there.
Yeah.
If niggas claim he was so East Coast and he ran on the East Coast like that, why you holding on Biggie so much? Why these other East Coast niggas didn't tell you what happened?
Biggie didn't go through it alone.
But
He didn't go through it alone. Mobb Deep and them was Prodigy definitely was talking hot. You feel what I'm saying? Prodigy was talking hot. Niggas was talking hot back. You get what I'm saying?
every man, listen.
Oh,
But
you know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying is, if you claiming the East, and like you said, you only did 9 months out on the West.
Well, he did 9 months when he died.
And
He
he
did
died.
9 months and he died. I thought that was real. See, like that shit like this that I may not be able to say, like, you know what I mean, on camera, because
He got pictures
you know,
doing this.
Nah.
That's the West
Nah,
Side.
what I'm saying
yeah,
is,
that lets me know that you wasn't
I
a real nigga to
I
me.
don't doubt that.
You was smart, intelligent, but you wasn't real.
I
You let a
don't
nigga
doubt
bill you
that.
out for a amount of money, and you go over there, and you know you ain't got no day ones with you. You
But
over there.
before that though, Jen,
That's what
before
I'm.
that though.
Yo, no, but that's what I'm saying.
So you go over there, and then
That's what.
now you like just inherit.
I
all
don't think
this
he
other
had
shit.
no alliance to no side, because what I'm saying is, if you claim the alliance to the East Coast, all these niggas that you hanging, forget the rap niggas. You been here. You was on. They claim you was 24 when you died. You did 9 months on the West.
Somebody at the door.
You did 9 months on the West. So that means you was on the East Coast for 20, but besides when you was out Oakland and doing all that, right? Why are you holding on a certain group of niggas? Yo, like you said, where your day ones, where them niggas
I feel like he didn't come in the game with no day ones. You know, I feel like he didn't have I don't know. I don't know about the
Open the
Daffy
door.
niggas. I don't know about the Daffy and them niggas. You know, I don't know when they came around. When they came around later, but What I'm saying is, I don't really give his career to the, I don't say that though.
He's okay. So with that being said, I think that with everything that he's said, everything he's done, everything he's repped, everything that you see from him, representing East Coast.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm sorry.
No, he got Bill out of jail.
No. Even before that, because you got to, if you remember his look, his style was all West Coast, strictly for my niggas, all that shit. It spoke of gang culture back then. Not as much as later, but that wasn't East Coast shit.
Yeah, that wasn't East Coast.
It wasn't. It wasn't East Coast shit.
I can't agree.
It wasn't. He was born over here. He left here at a late age to be. And I get what you're saying.
All I'm saying is,
he left the East Coast at a late age. But he came up with digital.
At 25 years old, he get bailed out of jail and then go over there and just.
No, he didn't. He was already over there though.
Yeah,
he was already over there. He was already over there.
He was doing like, I get around.
He was West Siding on Me Against the World. All that. He was West Siding on Me Against the World. He was strictly for my niggas. Thug life.
Brenda's baby was in the trash can on Prince Show.
It wasn't until, you know what I mean, before he got shot, to talk about him doing the One Nation shit with the motherfuckers, with all of them
trash.
Yeah, that was when the talk about that surfaced. But that he was already deep into his career. It was clear he was repping. His sound was West Coast. He repped where he looked West Coast. That wasn't an East Coast looking.
That's fair. I mean, I ain't saying that as a
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tupac is East Coast.
All right.
Tupac was going over here. He definitely he defected because he was here himself.
Juice Tupac.
Oh, you talking about Birdie? Talking about Birdie? Bishop. Nah, he talking about Birdie too. Talking about Birdie.
Is not. Yeah.
Talking about Birdie.
Not over there yet.
Birdie was a great actor.
Birdie was East Coast.
He was a great actor.
He was only movie he did West Coast. Now he did two. He did Poetic Justice and he did Game Related. He was East Coast, man.
Hey, listen, audience.
I just don't understand.
Tupac East Coast.
He went to death row for 9 months.
Pac was an East Coast actor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a West Coast rapper.
That's fair.
He's a West Coast nigga. He's a West Coast
But I think that's fair.
He was a visitor over here at a certain point. He was a visitor. He made no bones about it.
But he from here. He from
Absolutely. He was definitely from here.
And grew up in Baltimore. So,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That don't really mean nothing, though.
So listen, for the record, I'm gonna tell you when I got
where
this
you
shit.
get your bones at.
Hold
That's where
on.
you from.
Good brother Timer said he held it on Biggie because that was his man. He felt he owed him that truth on what he did.
Nah,
Haitian Jack did.
but what I'm saying is,
The question
you've been here you an East Coast nigga, you've been running over the East Coast.
Okay.
There's
So let me ask you a
1,000
question.
niggas besides
So here's a
Biggie.
question. Here's another question.
1,000 niggas
Big
besides
was a
Biggie.
street nigga and Pac wasn't.
That's like
He
Corrupt.
definitely was a street.
Pac-
What Corrupt
Pac
claim?
Pac
Corrupt
was
grew up
not-
in Philly.
Yeah, Corrupt
grew up in
West
Philly.
Coast nigga.
But
Corrupt
Pac,
grew up in Philly.
but
You ain't a West Coast
was
nigga,
naive.
you a West Coast nigga, Janelle?
Who a West Coast nigga?
Corrupt.
Corrupt is a West Coast nigga.
He's a West Coast
Corrupt a West Coast nigga. But what I'm saying is, Pac not a West Coast nigga. Pac is the East Coast nigga.
Listen, let me tell you, Pac was just naive.
Pac was the East Coast nigga, bro.
Naive
He
nigga
was
that
over
claimed
there.
West
And
Coast
that's
for
what
a
I'm saying, though.
long
I'm gonna catch you
time.
out of
That's
black.
what-
I'm
that's
gonna
what-
catch you out of
what?
black for what I'm going to say.
Corrupt was
I
a
don't
follower.
think Pac was a real nigga. He was smart, intelligent. He was, but he was thorough, whatever. But you went over there.
Let me
Listen,
let's clarify.
You
don't think it was a gangster?
Listen to me. You got bailed out. You went over there with the West Coast niggas. You start acting like a blood and all this other shit with your affiliates or whatever. And you was over there for 9 months and you died. You died the same time it takes to birth a baby, you die. So all this pop shit we really give up for him, this West Coast shit, he was only over there for 9 months. For real, he was only really repping the West Coast for 9 months. And he died.
Give me some more.
Anything other than that, he was over here with us. He's an East Coast nigga.
He was booked on the West Coast, man.
He was catching charges all over the world. He was booked in Atlanta. He was doing shit all over the place.
Baltimore.
That nigga went over there for 9 months, took on something that had nothing to do with him. He stopped out a nigga who had nothing to do with it. Nothing he had going on. He died over there with the 9 months.
He wasn't a gangster.
Well,
He was a real nigga though. Because
I ain't gonna say he ain't have no alliance. He was
When did-
aligned all over.
When did the Outlaws come? When did the Outlaws come about? When did Gaddafi and them niggas come about?
They
There wasn't over there.
Some of them niggas is from around here. Well, East. I want to say one nigga from Harlem, another nigga from Newark, New Jersey.
a bunch of couple of some people
Not
was
with gangsters, that ain't music.
Nah, he definitely wasn't no gangster because that shit had. I wish
He was
would've-
smart.
I wish
He was
would've
very
not-
intelligent.
I wish he would have
He
not.
came from a strong background. He knew. Yes, I can give him all of that, bro. I'm not taking none of that from him. I'm talking about being
He's a real
outside.
nigga. He's a real. Because I mean, he jumped out of
He
the
ain't got no day ones with him.
for a nigga he didn't even know.
That nigga ain't had no day ones with him. He ain't had niggas like
So that's even worse. That's even more.
Let
That's
him.
even more. He didn't know. So for a nigga he didn't even know, he just pulled the car over and was busting with a nigga. So he a nigga. He just wasn't no West Coast gangster, no gang banging nigga. Now when he got mixed up in that shit, that's when shit went left.
All I'm saying is fucking East Coast. Without them 9 months that we repping and everybody got statues over there, you know, all that death row shit, nigga. That nigga was the East Coast nigga. That's all I'm saying. He went over there, he got turned up. You feel what I'm saying? They turned him up. They turned him up over there.
Should definitely turned up.
They turned him up.
Should definitely turned him up. Should definitely turned him up. He got out with
Different
absolutely
shit, bro. He
bonkers.
came black when you were 6 years old, nigga. You
I
was
feel
busy.
that.
Yeah, he went bonkers.
I think it's where you catch your bones at. Wherever he thought he caught his bones at. You know what I'm saying?
That's all that matters, you know what I mean? At the end of the day.
You know what I mean? I know a lot of niggas that I grew up over on the east side. And those claim different sides of town, you know what I'm saying? That's where they caught their bones, you know what I'm saying? So,
We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
it be what it be.
So listen. So the whole conversation is still going.
Yeah, we was all over the place.
No, I love it though. Nah,
We back though.
we
We back
wasn't all
though.
over the place. That's planned. It's planned chaos. That's what
We
we
back
do.
though.
But the whole base of the conversation was the young niggas, and what we was trying to explain was, and the Iceman brought up an incredible point where it was like, okay, so the way you hold them to the standard of going all the way back, what if they hold you to the standard of what's popping right now? Or you gonna know everything that's popping right now?
I definitely don't think the old heads give the new generation a good look. I don't think they really listen to them.
And I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna agree with that. And I'm gonna say this. I'll say I'm very open, you know what I mean, to younger music. Now that changed when, of course, Coach B turned into Civilian B, and you know what I mean, I wasn't coaching no longer because I no longer had that hand into that younger generation. It was easier when the young niggas was giving me that new meat as it came out. You know what I mean? When it hit for them, I got it because we had practice the next day or we had a road trip the next day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I caught that wave.
Now one thing I want to understand about, I guess, the younger generation. I ain't gonna say the younger generation, but what their choice of music. I want to know what they think is whack. You know what I'm saying? Because I like, don't get it fucked up. I'm like, I'm not that nigga like, get off my lawn. I'm like, there's some shit out there I'll be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo.
You give the impression that you're
I think it's the white shit.
What you mean?
You give the impression
the shit that I like,
you get off my lawn, nigga.
No, that's it. I'm like, no, I like what I like. What I'm saying is there's always a standard. I know us niggas, we ain't the ones that
Accept the
dictate
music.
what's whack or not.
Accept the
You know what I'm
music.
saying? In the younger,
I know.
you know, the younger generations, we
Do
are
y'all
like,
listen-
yo,
do y'all
I like
listen-
certain
Do y'all
people and
listen
certain
to the Lil
songs.
Durk? Do y'all listen to the Roddy Ricch?
I'm kind of fuck with Lil. Yeah, I do fuck with
You
Durk.
know, do y'all listen to these people? Do y'all?
Well, let's make sure we
I
clear
really
it, Jeno.
listen. Nah,
Hold
I
on.
hear 'em. I don't
Exactly,
listen.
because it's different. It's a difference in terms of a deep dive
I don't
as
listen.
opposed to, you know what I mean,
Because I ain't
the surface
expect-
level.
I ain't expecting to hear no bars. I'm a rapper that's looking for the bars and the double entendres, you know what I'm saying?
Because like you said,
If I know you ain't going to give me that, I'll give you a hero.
you know what I hear? You know what I hear? You know what I hear?
My East Coast bias.
If I'm right, no, my East Coast bias is gone. It's honestly gone. And like you said, Jeno said it 10 minutes ago, how we losing, right? Matter of fact, we lost.
Who's we and what we losing?
East
The
Coast.
East.
East Coast, traditional East Coast rap.
First off, traditional East Coast.
East
music
Coast
is
traditional rap.
fucking dead.
I guess
So you know what my
You go to
experience
New
is?
York, you don't hear no New York type of vibes. Listen, you
That
get
is
all
definitely a fact.
drill music. I went to a New York club, wasn't no nigga, they all was kicking, getting sturdy. I'm talking about 50 niggas in the corner getting sturdy in the club. It's crazy. Like New York is out of fucking control, nigga.
50 niggas in the corner?
Bro, it's getting, all they want to do is get sturdy, bro.
Sturdy, nigga.
You go outside, listen to you. There is no real New York vibe no more. There is no real, that is gone, bro. That shit is
You know, that's
all
kind
New
of
York
fair.
drill, bro.
And
That's real sad though. I mean, the only thing you're gonna get is the subway experience, you know, you're gonna get the graffiti, you're gonna get the niggas in the subway doing that, but once you like hang out on certain blocks or something, unless you're going to like Washington Heights, you go to Washington Heights where the poppies at, they keeping it thorough.
Right.
Summertime, water hydrant on all day. You feel what I'm saying? Like they're keeping it thorough over there. But as far as like our communities, Marcy, you know, Brownsville, all that, everybody getting sturdy, bro. Everybody getting sturdy, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, sturdy. That's the new way.
I'm saying my experience is this, and I'm open, but unfortunately, I don't even know how to consume the music, to be honest with you. I'm surface level experience where I turn that joint on the radio, and if it popped through there, then I get it, and that make me take a deep dive. But for the most part, that's my experience. I don't know how to consume the music now, where it's like I got kids, right? And I got young kids, but it's different. It's different. Like, I can't say that I'm 100% in tune with hip hop right now as it is right now.
I know I'm not.
Yeah, I know I'm not.
I can't say I am. Just like you said, niggas getting sturdy. That was my experience during the Meek Mill era when we walked into this fucking club and they played that fucking Dreams and Nightmare when it first dropped 7 consecutive times, and everybody was on the floor, bitches and everything. And the DJ bought it back 7 times.
Wait though, we talking about Meek though.
Oh, what about the freeway joint?
Whoa.
I'm just that's my last ground floor encounter.
We not going to
What?
Of the culture,
It's
like
not an art. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say for my generation, right? And from our area, there's not an artist that we saw make it from beginning to end, but me.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of us. You feel what I'm saying? Whether we artists, whether we fans.
is
whether
Meek
we
the last
listeners.
superstar from y'all era?
No,
From our era?
Jeno is.
No.
I heard that.
I love
heard
God
that.
damn.
I heard that.
Shout out Jeno.
But
Hey, listen.
Wow.
and
Fire
like,
on
real aspect though, yes. Meek is
Nah, hold up, hold up. That was hard as shit.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to get that in the sound bite. He said, no, Jeno is.
That's fine.
Because listen, I got the shit saved. The shit was hard as a motherfucker. Bro put the shit out on the internet. That nigga said, somebody said something about battle rap, right? Jeno said, I know I'm undefeated and I ain't never been beat. I saved that motherfucker. I saved that motherfucker. Listen,
I did.
I saved that motherfucker.
In real aspect, I lost one battle my whole life. I don't really talk.
God damn, you fucked everything up.
I did. I can't keep it thorough with you niggas if I don't. I cannot keep it thorough with you niggas if I don't. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen,
Who it was? Because he didn't beat me. I beat myself.
okay, all right, let's move on.
I beat
We're gonna move on quickly from that.
I choked every round. It was like the most embarrassing shit.
Why though? What was? Talk about that. Talk about because you know we. Listen, for about 9 years, nigga, that's where I was getting my bar fixed from.
All right, so boom, I
What
had a 1 rounder set up with a nigga. You feel me? And then he came to the battle with 3 rounds. So I told him I ain't doing it. You might as well chalk it up. I only got 1 round for you. Chalk it up. You know what I mean? And my team, they believed in me to the point it was like, you got all these raps, you can't come up with 3 rounds. Go over there and get 3 rounds together. So I said, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do the 3 rounds.
Death wish.
So I go
Not in
over,
battle rap.
I go over, bro, and I'm getting my rounds together. Tinkin Auto was responsible for this, right? I'll never forget this. I go over there, I get my rounds together. Once I got my rounds together, I get my rounds, I know which ones I'm gonna say. We rehearse them, I rehearse them. I go back in the building, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Let's go right now. I'm not due to go yet. I'm not due to go yet.
It don't hit the same when it's on the spot right there.
I'm like 4 battles later, I done got the drinking and you know, I done lost my rounds. Long story short, I get up there, I do good the first round. That's all I had for him.
That first round was a monster though, wasn't it?
Got his ass, you know what I mean? Them other 2 rounds, boy, I choked so badly. Let's talk about badly, and that's it.
But listen, as far as the art form goes though, because that's serious shit. It's not like you can't rap, but that's a different arena though. Speak to that. Like you can't listen. That's a different animal, bro. Listen, to have a motherfucker already prepared with 3 rounds and you just on it, it ain't gonna hit the same. Not as much as 3.
Yeah, he was executing too. I'm not gonna take away from him. He was in there executing. He wasn't firing, but he was fucking executing on top of it.
Yeah, because you can have
it like I'm just choking. He executing his part too. I'm like,
you can have fresh in. You can have 2 fire rounds, but if they not 2 fire rounds that's crafted for battle rap, it ain't the same.
Let me tell you something. You can fucking miss a whole bunch of 3-pointers as long as this nigga making layups. It look good.
It look good. He making them with layups.
I'm pushing these 3s out and I'm missing these bitches. I'm choking. I'm missing them.
Because I know that first round was heavy, but them second 2, if they not really crafted the way I gotta take a minute, man. I'm not giving respect to a motherfucker, a battle rapper, man.
Shout out to him though. It ain't like
that's some shit, man. No. Nah, shout out to that nigga for being ready with 3 rounds.
Shout out to all
shout out to that nigga for being ready with 3 rounds.
But I ain't with a motherfucker switching up the last motherfucker.
No, but hold on though. But here's what I'm gonna say about that. Fresh.
I'm listening, man.
Can I say this to you, Jim? I'm
absolutely.
gonna ask you a question.
Absolutely.
Will that ever fucking happen again?
It has never happened again.
Exactly.
I was the first one in my team to choke.
But see, he's not the only nigga that happened to. He's not the only nigga documented that's happened to. Hollow said that happened to him. Arsenal came into the joint and he was expecting a 1-rounder. Arsenal popped out with 4 rounds on that nigga, and they changed the rules on him.
Now that's what I'm saying.
And he was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm not the most familiar with the battle rap. I was like, "Yo, man, I really miss us motherfuckers going in and watching the shit." But yo. The shit is hard enough to motherfucking come up with this motherfucking concepts, double entendres, triple entendres. Man, yo, this shit is fucking hard. So when it comes like that, if you tell me beforehand the parameters of what we grade do, and then I show up, you change them on me, I'm like, all right, man, look. I really feel like I still run through your motherfucking chest any fucking way. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if a nigga pull that card, that's the ego. Like, man, but if a nigga pull that card on you, but that's what I'm saying. You can't hold it against me. They like at the last minute. The rules change.
That's my
Hey,
real
we
video.
draw, we
That's
draw,
my
we
real
draw,
video.
we did that.
That nigga been rapping with me since
Nah,
I was
you good,
17.
man.
Listen,
It's late night with experience,
for the
bro. You good?
audience, I just want to know whatever
You try not to complicate
it.
Hold on,
What
hold on.
was the best time of rap battle?
Man,
in
boo, boo the audience.
I guess I gotta say right. Well, I ain't gonna lie. When we was watching it like last year, we was watching. I would say,
I'm gonna say it was either Jada Kiss and Single
I like that.
or
No, he talking about those kind of battles. You talking about the industry battles.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Battle.
Do you think Kiss got? Do you think CeeLo got Kiss in that?
I think
Yes.
Do y'all think? Do
Yeah,
y'all
put it
think?
like this.
Do y'all think?
Nah, I'm gonna take my opinion.
What's up? Let's talk. I want to hear you talk.
Out of that battle,
Was she gonna kiss?
Sigel had the best song out of all the songs they did.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
He had the best song.
I can sit down now.
The joint off the Kiss.
He said,
I'm gonna say Kiss.
yeah, that's the he had the best song out of all the rap
shit that was.
So if you, I don't know how niggas want to say, nah, Jadakiss had 5 better songs, but out of all the songs that them niggas rapped in that
So
battle,
you saying that's the most memorable joint out of the battle?
Yeah,
I can't join.
say that.
not for me because I'm a connoisseur, Janelle. I can give you verses from
If you want to
I
talk,
can give you verses from Jadakiss in that battle.
Look,
You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like this. I feel like that joint that C did off his beat was the only joint he had.
No.
You don't think
I
so?
think that was all. I think
So
Kiss
if you
was
give it,
spanking.
give it to Kiss.
That's just me.
Yeah, Kiss probably dropped more joints than
It
him.
was spanking.
What was the more impactful? Was the most impactful joint out of all of them?
Was the scene?
That Sun Kissed Like a Soda joint was fucking.
It was.
We all know that.
That's what I'm saying.
We
That's what
all
I said.
know
I can
that.
spit.
He said, I keep this ball over his fist. Let the nigga know
Who yours? On his feet.
Like that.
I don't know, man.
Season one of the best MCs we ever had in hip hop anyway.
I don't know, man.
Hey, Steve is one of the best MCs we had in hip hop. Period.
He said, man, he told the nigga, you said it yourself. You learn from the locks, you listen to the locks, and you learn from the locks. I don't know. And I'm gonna stun on this nigga on his disco beat. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's how don't be a coward and try to turn Philly against me. I don't know, man. I don't know.
How far y'all go back?
I don't know. We don't and Kiss came and did that shit down here though.
Wait. Who did that shit?
Hard
Who won that powerhouse? Who won that powerhouse?
powerhouse?
Who won that powerhouse?
No Kiss.
I mean,
I don't know.
Beans. They did start boom Kiss. They
Start on
They
Kiss.
started boom Kiss. Boom Kiss.
I mean, yeah, they had to, man. Kiss made it impossible. Like you had to. Nigga, I'm here doing it. I don't know, man. That's a tough.
That was
Yeah,
a
man.
good battle.
That's a
That was
tough
a good
battle.
battle. They don't talk about that battle in Nacho. Yeah, they don't talk about that shit at all.
It wasn't that.
That's
Was
a
Ether
tough
better than
one.
Takeover?
They don't talk about seeing Kiss enough.
Was Ether better than Takeover?
I got
Can we keep it actual
Not to
factual?
me.
All right, I
Was
want
Ether?
Whoa.
Not
Hold on.
Yes.
Was Ether better than Takeover?
Hold on.
I think Ether killed Takeover.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes. Tell me why, General. Let's do it.
I'm gonna tell you
Let's
why
do
I
it.
don't
Go
think
ahead,
Ether.
General. Let's
I'm
do it.
gonna tell you why I don't think Ether was better than Takeover.
Let's go.
Takeover Hove
Let
came
me
at 5.
let me see the John. Let me see the John.
Takeover Hove came at 5 niggas.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Ether was only for him.
That's nice. Go,
Yeah.
keep going.
That one little shot he took at you, that one little, you feel what I'm saying? But that out, and that's cool. It was all right. I just don't think it was better than Takeover, bro.
You done? Are
I'm
you done?
I'm
Are
done.
you done?
I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm
Hey,
done.
yo, all right. So wait. Let me say
say something and I see the
Takeover, he came to 5.
Hey,
Hold up.
You know what it fucked me up? I was down at boot camp.
He came to 5 niggas.
I was in boot camp when
That impresses you? Does that impress you?
He smacked all 5 of them.
Cool. Keep that same energy.
No.
Go ahead, Fred.
Smack all 5
Hold on.
So-
Keep that same energy.
So we can't
Keep that same energy, you know?
So my man.
No, don't say nothing.
My
Don't
man-
say nothing. I
my
got
man
you.
gets
I got you.
emailed. He said, yo, it's this motherfucker. How they a song out, man? What the fuck did Nas do? He was like, yo, my brother, for some reason, he sent me the lyrics to the song. So he pulls out the motherfucking lyrics to the song. We're like, yo, okay, what's this say? Ether, Nas, okay. So, so it just happened to be a motherfucker like, yo, I'm ready to call my peoples. What you say that song was? Ether. Call home, man. Everybody was playing in the background already. They said, yo, this nigga Nas, fuck this nigga up. So we looking at the motherfucker. This is what we hearing from the motherfucking boot camp. SCI, I can't make this shit up. We looking at it like, damn, he really did fuck this nigga up. He said, if you niggas talk pop shit, just apologize. Niggas just ask, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? He said, wearing Hawaiians. Damn,
That's not even.
We read this
I got
shit.
you. Let me know when you done. Let me know when you done.
Shout out to Tyrone Palmer. He said he from the 33rd.
Y'all niggas not even Nas fans over. Y'all can't even name me Nas. 10 Nas records. Y'all not even Nas fans.
He's from jail on paper.
He fucking it up over there.
He's from jail on paper.
Niggas not even Nas fans.
Yo, shout out to Tyrone Palmer.
Y'all don't even got a hip hop
When he
audience.
played the back, it was like, yo, this is some real shit right here. I was like, I never heard Nas over one of these kind of beats like this before, man. I was like, wow.
Fuck that. Listen. So you said, he went at 5 niggas on one record, right?
One record.
All right. So if you know the history of this battle, right? What sparked the battle, right? Do we know what sparked the battle?
What? The same
Memphis Bleak sparked the battle, right? Memphis Bleak sparked the battle, right? Hold on. Memphis Bleak sparked the battle. Then the motherfucking Summer Jam pop when he dropped the screen. And at the end of that wasn't the hook. The John was, you guys don't want it with Hov, ask Nas. He don't want it with Hov. That was the shot, right? That was the first acknowledgement on wax of Jay saying, all right, let's do this, nigga.
That's takeover. As
Whoa!
don't want to hold.
Nah, he said, hey, first of that Summer Jam, didn't he?
Wrong, Wrong. The first shot was, you guys don't want it with Hov, ask Nas. He don't want it with Hov. You know what followed that, The Stillmatic freestyle.
Judo.
What he do with the Stillmatic freestyle, How many niggas he dissing the Stillmatic freestyle, Was it just him?
No.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah, let's get into the history.
Let's get into it.
I'm here for
this
it.
shit.
I'm here.
Because you said he dissed 5 niggas on Takeover. All right.
You said the audience ain't hip hop. All right.
Yeah, you
But
ain't no
you hot,
Nas
though.
fan.
You hot,
You over
though,
there,
man.
you ain't no Nas fan,
You
though.
hot.
You ain't no Nas fan.
No, I'm saying you are.
I'm a Nas fan.
We ain't gotta do that. We don't gotta do that. I got it. Because he didn't. Because all he said was, ask Nas. He don't want it with Hov.
Hey, yo, Nasty Nas, what up? Ain't nothing, a lot of cowards fronting. I hear what you saying. Yo, this is all love for me, yo.
This is what we doing tonight. This is what we doing tonight.
Where you going? I'll
Play
be
that shit.
That's what we doing. All right, let's go.
We every top notch except one sound.
Now it's time we settle the score, but in the project, I just
They done moved the raw.
Audience. Hey, heckler in the audience. God, man, we got a heckler tonight, man.
Hold on.
I'm a fan. You know. Hey, we can do an episode. And more. We can go down.
Before you used to rap like the Fooshnickens.
All I'm saying is right now,
The whole kid. Bees, Freeway, all them niggas.
bro, we not even feeling
All right. We not feeling it.
They're the whole.
Cool. We not feeling this. Cool. We not feeling it. But you said he dissed 5 niggas. I'm gonna drop this freestyle on you. You said I don't want it.
It
I
wasn't
want it.
effective though.
It was.
Oh
You know
my
what?
God.
You know what?
That wasn't effective.
Ether?
That wasn't
I want
ether.
this shit, man.
That wasn't ether.
We watch.
And
it wasn't ether,
It
right?
wasn't ether, and that freestyle wasn't effective.
Right. To you, know, but it made your boy say, "Oh, okay, let me drop my shit. Let me drop my shit." And he dropped Takeover, right? That is the timeline, Geno. That's the timeline. Let's get the timeline right.
Follow up.
Let's get the timeline right,
That
Geno.
was around the time.
Takeover
I heard
came out.
anything, I was like, yeah, that's the shit.
Takeover came out after the Stillmatic freestyle.
Hey, excuse me, I got a question for the audience. Who's Geno's top 5?
My top 5 is like rap.
Yes.
Do you have a top 5?
Hip hop?
Hip hop.
It's hip hop. I wouldn't even go straight with 10, but 5.
All right.
Dead or alive?
Top 5, dead or alive?
Dead or alive? Dead or alive?
It's gonna be interesting.
I want to
There's
know
no
this.
orders. Y'all
Gotta
ready?
put a disclaimer out there. There was no order disclaimer for you.
No Hov on my list.
Oh, okay.
No Kiss on my list.
Kiss. Top 5. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
You said that like that was a surprise.
Yeah, it was. It's a very big surprise. But go ahead.
Lyrically.
No, it's not.
Lyrically.
Okay. You can only be talking about lyrics.
Let me finish.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Lyrically.
We get into it.
Andre 3000 is on my list.
Yes.
Andre is nice.
I'm a 3 Stacks fan.
Shout out to A.
I feel like I shouldn't have used Hov, because Hov, Big, Pop, Nas, I feel like they like my.
All right, man. Okay, you good.
So I'm gonna take
I don't give a fuck who else in your top 5.
I'm gonna take Hov. So I'm gonna take off Hov.
No, I don't take
No,
off.
I am.
Nah, you might get that shut off. You take off.
Nah, it's like you got
Yeah,
long
they
version.
fuck with our Wi-Fi.
Crazy.
We
You
gonna
got
talk
long
about
version.
Hov.
You don't gotta say no. Don't gotta say no.
All right.
So I'm gonna say Kiss,
Oh, man.
Beans,
Oh, Lord.
Andre 3000. Y'all might feel like this is crazy, but Common. Like Common is in my list. I can play Common. And if I had to take one more in this generation,
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick. You think I'm gonna take Kendrick?
Nah, he gonna take Oh, Drizzy. J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Take Drizzy. I know Geno.
I'm taking Drake.
He taking Drake.
Okay.
I
No,
know.
you gotta scoot back around now. You gotta scoot back around.
That was
You gotta
good.
scoot back around.
I mean, all right, I'll give one of these. I go to the corner. 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 I can't go all the way around.
Hov is a godfather.
Yeah, I'm not saying Hov. Listen, I wasn't saying Hov, Biggie, Pop. Nah, I'm not saying no legends. That's
Well, what about not dead?
Oh, so you said,
Oh,
you
okay,
said,
okay.
I'm not saying
That's like the next. That's like the next. like
oh, so
the
you
next thing.
excluding them niggas
Yeah,
died.
they already.
They died here.
That's God tier.
That's
what y'all call them.
Five excluding God tier.
Excluding God tier.
5 excluding God tier.
Excluding God tier.
Oh, okay, that's different.
God.
All right, 5 excluding God tier. Cool. Oh, man, God tier. Damn, 5 excluding God tier.
Exactly.
Let me think about it, because
I need a trash can.
5 excluding God tier?
I got 5. I could give you 5.
Yeah, let's say it right.
All right. I'm gonna go. I gotta go with my guy. I gotta go with the Canadian.
Drake.
I gotta fuck with Drake.
Okay, I'm with that.
But wait,
Fuck with
let's
the
get,
Canadian.
I got a good question.
Yeah,
Y'all put Lil Wayne top 5?
gotta go with Lil Wayne. I have to put Lil Wayne.
I'm asking this question after. I'm asking you what? Drake's in your top 5.
Yeah, Drake's non-God tier. I gotta go with I got the Canadian. I got Tunchi. I gotta go with the Florida nigga, man.
Damn, man.
I gotta go with the Florida nigga.
Rick Ross?
Yeah, I gotta go with
Oh,
Ross.
You put Ross there?
Yeah,
Ross,
I
nigga.
gotta go with the boss. I gotta go with the boss. Non-God tier. See, I got 3 stacks God tier. I got
Yes.
See, I'm looking at the Trinities. And
Yeah.
I don't want to take off. I'm fucking cold, man.
Yes.
I'm fucking cold.
Stop.
Come on, man.
One,
Have to.
oh.
Come on, look. I
No, you
told
good, you good.
Heckler in the crowd. I told you. When I tell you, we got Heckler.
I don't know.
Come back. Let me give me a second. Let me think about it because that's a different category. We're not going God tier. If we're not going God tier, then
No, plug the box in the wall. Plug the box in the wall.
I don't know. I guess because my whole thing is this. My whole thing is my whole thing is when you talking about like I gotta think with Kiss where I literally think Kiss only got like half a good album, like one good album.
Real shit.
So to me, it's like
he got one good
Kiss
album.
is like the greatest. Kiss is like in Eminem's category where it's like he's a motherfucker you don't want to call to get on your record. But it's like to deliver on his own, he don't got one of them joints, man. He just don't. And I'm sorry, man. He don't. I got Beans ahead of him. Beans shit. I like Beans albums more than Kiss.
Beans,
I'm gonna keep it a
Oh my God.
Kiss reputation.
The
is
Becoming
big.
still gets played to this day, bro.
Yeah.
The Becoming
Kiss
is
reputation is big.
on the island.
But-
if I had
but-
one album to take,
Ask
might be
yourself.
in the running.
Ask yourself, does Kiss have a fucking like real classic album?
Kiss the Game Goodbye is a classic
The
album.
thing about Kiss, I
That's
say,
a-
man,
Kiss is-
Kiss
It's a
is
classic album.
probably one of the
Kiss
greatest
is
featuring or mixed
The last
MCs,
Kiss was a
just
classic
raw
album.
MCs
Yeah,
out
y'all
there.
just said 3 Kiss albums.
Y'all
It's
didn't
classic.
like, you ain't like the last Kiss?
No, whoa. Y'all said y'all literally said 3 Kiss albums.
I
And
said 2.
my response was, I don't think Kiss got a classic album, and I heard 3 Kiss albums. Is that the consensus between y'all?
Well, I like 2.
You think Kiss got 2 classic
I
albums?
think Kiss is definitely.
The last Kiss
and
and-
the Bob. I like Kiss.
Like
Kiss
Kiss the
the
Game
Game
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now, this is a theory I heard about the Jada Kiss Beans, D Block, State Property,
Dipset.
that particular battle and that song.
Come Home with Me is better than any Kiss album.
No.
And now we're talking about G Unit or 50 Cent.
Who brought it up? Somebody brought it up that Oskino Vasquez gave Bean the line, the Sun Kiss line.
I can listen to
Thing.
album straight.
What I've heard, I don't say I believe it, but what I've heard,
I see that too. If I like that.
what I've heard from some credible people, I ain't say I believe it, I ain't say I don't believe it.
coming from a nigga that you don't fuck with.
No. What I've heard about that particular verse of song, it was crafted not by Beans himself. It was crafted by the whole State Property. So do you give him the whole clout? They say, because there's other. Now you feel about the song, knowing what you know. How you feel about it?
What I said, I like the song, man. I think he.
Okay, I like the song. I don't talk about all that.
So give me a 5. Give me a non-God tier 5. I'm still.
Yeah, mine. I give you mine, man.
Give me a non-God tier 5.
Wayne, J. Cole, Drizzy, Meek, Rick Ross, man.
Okay, give me a non-God tier 5. Give me a non-God tier 5.
Ghostface Killer.
That's God tier. Jay on another level.
Ghostface is, I don't think
We say Ghost.
Yeah.
Did you say God?
That's
Ghostface is God. I was.
Ghost.
That's hard.
Alright,
That's
that's
hard.
perfect.
That's hard. Because Ghost got a class. Ghost got, according to two niggas, Ghost got 2 certified.
don't got
Supreme and Iron Man.
I don't got no stripe for him saying.
Yeah, I ain't got no strength with that.
Supreme and Iron Man.
Man.
I don't think Iron Man so much, but I die on the Supreme.
Now, I
clientele.
know he's personally in my motherfucker.
Ho. Now, some people say it's between Iron Man and Supreme clientele. I don't believe Iron Man is classic. Me personally, I die on the Supreme clientele here. Proceed, Fresh.
New school. Lil Baby.
Oh,
I love this motherfucker.
I hate Lil
I love that shit, bro.
I can't let one song.
That was a lot of
Baby,
mistakes.
man.
Baby just want to get you turned up.
Who else? Who else you got? So you got, hold on, you got Ghost, Lil Baby. I need to hear the other three.
Who the other 3, man?
See this. I'm giving him all his motherfucking props. And no, now I'm saying now I'm giving him all his motherfucking props. He's my guy. He's.
Damn right, I fuck fans.
Damn right.
Big Punisher.
Big Pun? Okay.
Big Pun.
Okay.
Big Pun. I think.
Certified classic album, Capital Punishment.
I think if
Capital
he
Punishment.
just kept rapping, if he just stayed alive, man, I think he'd have been like, man,
He'd been God
bar
tier.
for bar.
He'd have been God tier.
He'd have been God.
He'd been God
tier,
tier.
You know what I'm saying?
He'd have been God tier. Yeah. Yeah. Lyrically, and he had that feel, that pop feel.
I left that Jew, right?
No, I can't. I love me some Joey Crack, but I can't.
Fat Joe fire,
Who the
nigga.
other 2? Who your last 2?
Fat Joe fire. I'm not gonna let niggas slide off with that.
The Don Cortegina album is crack. I fuck with the Don Cortegina.
As far as who I like to hear rapping,
That's a hard. He said, "Oh God, dude, damn. That's a hard one."
Noriega.
It's easy for you.
Noriega.
Okay.
Stop it.
Nori is he's
Bro, Nori is not
he's from that club.
bar for bar. Nah, he got
I'm
some
talking
bangers.
about bar for bar.
He got some bangers. We talking about Nori bar for bar.
Nori got 2 classic albums.
I ain't talking
Nori,
Nigga,
Nigga, shake the whole hood.
Nigga, Shaq was double platinum twice.
I've never listened to
Shaq was double platinum.
I was never listen. I know where he coming from. Nori shake the whole hood.
I'm gonna listen to Warlord, and I'm gonna listen to Noriega.
Full
Nori shake the
disclosure.
whole hood, man.
Full disclosure. I'm from East Side, Wilmington, Delaware, down bottom. AKA.
Nori got 2 heavy ones under his belt.
Iraq, man.
We was running around with our rocks.
Damn right.
Bloody money.
Bruh.
Stick you. Man, we was out there doing
Nah,
dumb
but
shit.
listen,
Man,
but listen, aside from that, though, Nori first twin.
Yo, y'all can't put nobody and nobody's having 2 classics and Shaq had 2 double platinum albums. You can't do that.
I'm talking
You gotta have 3 or more.
talking about
Geno,
You need to
man, Geno, at this table, nobody in their right mind, in no way, shape, or hell, under no circumstances, under no gun, under no situation, is listening to any Shaq song but him and the Fushnikins.
And
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a
Stop the
rain.
We're listening to stuff.
That's it. You said album. That's it. I don't give a fuck how many albums Shaq's on.
And I guess I want, and I can't lie, man. I
Too
love
new,
this
too new, too new.
I love
Benny
this
and the
motherfucker.
whole Griselda family is too new.
They got
Too
an
new.
old school feel.
Definitely.
My thing with Griselda is Their boom back is too slow for me. It is too slow.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Hold on.
You said you had Ghost.
Ghost.
You had Lil Baby.
Okay.
You had Ghost, Lil Baby, Big Pun,
Nori.
and who your fifth? You got a fucking weird ass fifth, but I can dig it though. I don't agree, but I can dig it.
But my thing is fluid.
Because at least them niggas got classic albums.
And I'm saying we taking out people. Oh!
Oh shit, you ready to lose niggas. Niggas is not. Bismarck, he got the biz, he got biz.
Nah,
He got biz.
that's my man, man. That's my man.
He got biz.
My man.
He's Bismarck.
The star. Hold on, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Google that shit.
Fuck yo. When I can't say I fell in love with hip hop when I heard Nobody Beats the Biz, but I can firmly assure I said I want to do something in fucking hip hop when I heard that motherfucker. So I was like, yo, this motherfucker beatbox, mixing, rapping, all the beat slamming come from the Juice Crew, who I thought we was. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the fuck? Bismarck is in there, man.
Sometimes I gotta separate.
So rough, Benny.
I gotta.
Bismarck.
Well, fuck it. Since we doing that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sometimes I gotta separate. Sometimes I have a top five. My top five is from the East Coast, but my bottom five, they from the West and the South because.
Miller, before y'all got here, hold up, but wait.
But God, Cuba's got you. You got you.
Before we got here,
Cuba's got you.
Look, before y'all got here, though,
You got you.
we had just had a conversation about East Coast bias.
Okay.
A lot of people on our side of the map is East Coast bias. We don't really listen to Midwest. We don't listen to West Coast. We don't really listen to Southern people. And the Southern people we do listen to have East Coast ties. So you start naming like the Waynes and all of that, boom. So you put Wayne in your top five, right?
He get my top five.
Not God tier.
No, he got you. He got you.
Wayne
He
is
not
in
yet.
your
Okay,
top
we
five.
definitely in my top five.
So,
No question.
But do you hold it on Drake for working with Quentin Miller?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
If that's a small chink.
I
Or
don't.
again,
Ghost Riders.
Nah,
Ghost
because-
Riders now. Just having a Ghost Rider because before Wayne went on that crazy mixtape run, he was still sounding like Gilly for a while. I think he was draining the Gilly fuel out of his plane, and he was finding himself.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, so with that being said, what happened when Gilly left?
What happened when Gilly left? He hadn't found himself. He turned up.
He found himself.
He found himself.
Oh, that nigga found himself.
That's not.
Listen,
And then
Oh, that nigga
Nah.
found himself.
I'll tell you what changed. That after you back it up, then stop. The what?
and
But he was on fire
He
then, though.
wasn't with
the
that.
thing
After that.
with Drake, why I don't hold him, I don't fault him for the Quentin Miller shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's
I heard too far gone.
it's a notch. But he has too many songs. You know what I'm saying? Some of them similar sounding, some of them not. That are even some of the ones that sound the same are banging. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. Like, nah, this what he do. You know what I'm saying? This just what he does. You know what I mean? It's gonna sound how it sound. Blase,
I got my five.
Plus the nigga sing.
I got my five.
The nigga do other shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's past that. You know what I mean? That nigga ain't writing all that. I hope. Listen, God forbid. I hope he don't. Down the line, years later, we found out he's the R&B rapper. I hope we don't find
I
out.
don't think Hov had references in his whole career.
I know they did.
I don't believe so.
It may not have been a word for word, but if a nigga say, yo, you should make a song like this, about this,
I'm glad you said
that is a reference.
So listen,
That's a fucking reference.
listen, and here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Jenna. I'm gonna tell you
If
this.
a nigga in the studio with you and he say, yo, I like that hook, but if you say it like this, if you say it like this and like this, and you do it and it becomes that is a reference.
And if you just in there singing something
That was-
on some
But is
funny
that
shit,
your man?
and
Or
the
is that a
nigga
hired
pick it
nigga?
up,
Is that a nigga? Is that a nigga you don't fuck with that came in and wrote shit for you, and they gave that shit to
Man,
you
young
and
Chris-
set them out.
Man, young Chris told it to you early. He said, man, it's just another page of the OC scrapbook.
Listen,
Nigga,
I wholly believe that if I'm a rapper and my nigga is in the studio with me, and my nigga's in the studio with me, and I'm doing this, and he like, yo, this would be crazy. Talk about this. Yeah, but oh shit, Fresh, that's hard. All right, boom. But if Fresh come in and say, oh nah, shit, that nigga, that shit trash. Say this, and it's 16 bars. That's the creative process when I'm in there with my mans.
Yeah.
If you can give me 16 bars, that's different. That's different.
You wrote my song.
Yeah, you wrote that.
I literally gotta get that.
rapper.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I say.
But if we in there, hold, because it's important that I finish the reference. It's important that I finish the reference because I know for a fact there's no rapper on the fucking planet that ain't never been in the studio with his niggas and ain't nobody contributing up. Niggas just literally everybody sitting around. Nigga, if you hip hop, you hip hop. Everybody got an ear. Everybody got an ear.
All right, so boom. In real life, I hear what you're saying, but that's not how me and my niggas be in the studio. Me and my niggas be in the studio, and if my niggas say, I don't like how you said that. All right, play the beat right quick. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? He may say
ain't nobody ever contributing the idea or nothing to you. Nothing.
Like you should say it this way, but as far as like giving each other
That's not
lines,
writing for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If that's what people call it ghost right, I'm like, that ain't even
the rules is real.
Yeah, I'm like, that ain't
I wouldn't. Okay, number one, I wouldn't expect you to accept 16 from a nigga, right?
Yeah, you're not even supposed to
my partner, period.
You're not even supposed to accept 16 from a nigga.
But if a nigga like,
and you rap,
and
you write your own raps, you better not accept.
yeah, nigga might be with different cadence or a different idea or a different hook.
And this is where I'm saying ghostwriting is alright when it's done in moderation. If you have if you have, let's say you got 12 tracks and you write 3 verses to all these motherfucking tracks except one, and Nas, he said, yo, I wrote a rap for you. And you say, God damn, this motherfucker sound tell you like, nah, go ahead.
You're done.
No, I'm saying, no. Walk with me.
All them 12 songs you wrote 3 verses for that one verse.
Walk with me.
It's all done.
Walk with
Because now it's all speculated. It's
Walk.
Oh yeah.
But no,
speculated,
no.
Giving you the example.
I'm giving you the example from a motherfucker that's in the door.
But it can't be. If you see in the credits, there's only one credit. Nasir Jones on the one song. They say, yeah, I'm only taking the ghost, or if that's the circumstance, you say, I won't take a ghost-written song unless it's written from Stevie Wonder. Or, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course I'm going to take a motherfucking song or something for them. Now, if I got rhymes, songs, just as comparable to the rhyme that Nas gave me, which we all know is going to be fire, like, okay, that ghost-written one goes right along with the ones that you've written, and that's all good. But if his motherfucking rhyme outshines your whole fucking album, dog.
As
now you ghostwriting. Now I would take hey Fresh, take this motherfucking rhyme from me. I know you got a whole motherfucking album and all of that. Who's this? It's KRS-One. You know what? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna fucking say that, and I'm gonna give you all the credit in the motherfucking world.
As an MC.
And people like, damn, Fresh said that shit all like this. We don't necessarily think KRS-One would say it like that. We don't even know if he would make it go pop, cross over like that. KRS-One would have motherfuckers want to punch you in the face.
As an MC, if you can go into the studio and comfortably rap somebody's verse and really perform it and deliver it like it's yours, you're done. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Listen, I understand what we talking about.
Would you perform another nigga? Would you perform your homeboy?
Let me ask you this.
But wait, would you put Drake in my top 5?
Do hooks count? Do hooks count?
Mm.
Do hooks count? Like if I was to give you a hook, would that count as writing on your album?
If we both repeating the hook, it does not count.
Nah, stop trying. No, General, we're not gonna do
I
that.
promise you. I'm telling you.
If the hook, listen, General, let me give you an
Because
example.
It could be better if I come in and
Nah, say.
if it makes the record better.
Nah, but
If we both say the
listen,
hook,
listen.
you could have wrote it, but if we both say the hook,
on the
and
album.
you're on the verse, and you're on the hook, and you're on the verse,
I got you.
Give a fuck.
I'm gonna give
about
you another example.
I got it.
General, you in the studio, and you going through a song. It's some hard shit, and your man say, "Yo, I just got some shit. Yo, put this hook in there. Not this 16, not this verse. But yo, I've been thinking about this shit for a week." And the nigga give you a Grammy-winning hook.
He can do it. And he'll get his writing credits and he'll get his papers.
See, that's what he said.
Okay.
That's why I said I get it.
And you know what? I say that's wrong. And I say that's wrong because what if you like, what man, I got no fucking brother. What if he's Easy E? What if he's no? What if he's Easy E? Easy E songs. If you see the motherfucking movie, like I don't even have rhythm like that. Nigga, I hustle. You say this shit. No, you would say it better. Like
You have
you
nothing
what I'm saying?
to
You
do
would
with
say
the
it.
record. Listen,
Easy E might have some fly shit to say. He just can't say it like you.
no, but he gonna learn today.
Nah. Just like Easy did. He gonna learn today.
Ain't no way you gonna sit in the studio come up with some fly shit, but you too shy to say it. Get the fuck in there. Ain't no you feel what I'm saying?
I understand. You can still get the writing credits without him having to say. He might be like, man,
Would you
he
go?
might gotta fuck.
Okay, so
Somebody-
wait a minute. So
somebody has a
would
fucked
you
up
voice?
Hold on.
So would
might have
you
a
ghostwrite for a nigga?
For a nigga, no. When I ghostwrite for a woman, yes.
What's the differentiation?
Because I just don't like how niggas carry my shit when I give it to them.
Oh, that's I feel like
I've given verses out before, and it wasn't carried how I would carry it anytime it was delivered. And I just don't like. At a point in age, I just don't like niggas carrying it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for a woman, I ain't gonna rap this anyway. You can have it.
Let's talk about that pocket, man. How different is that, right, from a man to a woman?
It's easy for me. And
Easy? How easy?
Because I always hung with more women than niggas anyway. So just to see their mannerisms and what they like and how they talk, and you know, it's easy to write a character. You get what I'm saying? Like a Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. It's not saying you're building somebody because they gotta already have the look and they already gotta have the swagger and shit like that. They just missing something, and it's the words, and you know how to put it together. So once you match that to the character, that's way easier.
So it's like writing to a soundtrack. Or
basically, yeah. I write for a woman versus a man because these verses I might want to spit one day. You know what I'm saying? I might want to give you my but a woman, I'm not gonna rap that. You can have that. And I'm gonna rap it with you. You know, we're gonna add libs. We're gonna do, you know, or I'm gonna just, you know, hey yo, spit right now in front of all these niggas right now. You feel what I'm saying?
So listen, what's next for Jenna? For those that don't know,
all right,
what's next for Jenna?
What's next for me is I haven't had a project out since like 2019.
breaking news.
I was going to jail.
Oh, wait, time out.
Breaking news.
I like to properly do this.
You know we do it right here, Fire Night.
So my last project was Face Value. It was 2019 around March. You know, I was supposed to be going to jail. I never put it out online. I sold it in the street just basically for commissary money to get my shit together because I thought I was going in for shit. And God bless, I had a favorable situation in court where they just turned my whole conviction around. You know what I mean? And shout out. And from that moment, you know, I did my house arrest. I did a lot of, you know, I just took a lot of time off, and so I feel like my next album I'm gonna call it FMLA.
Okay.
That's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on an album called
FMLA. For those that don't know,
FMLA. You know, if you got a fucking job that got benefits and shit, FMLA is family money. You know what I mean? But the way I use it is, you know, I took 3 years off from dropping project. I did my freestyles and I did whatever I had to do to stay relevant for the time, or, you know, just to make sure people knew I was still writing or whatever. But I am working on this joint. I'm still under contract, you know what I mean? So, but my FMLA is going to stand for Finding My Love Again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or Found My Love Again. Because I had to take a lot of time off, man. I just was out of it for a while. Even though I was doing the freestyle shit, I just was out of music for a while, man. You know, they say doing the same shit with the same results is insanity.
Did the love go, or did the love go, or just the motivation?
Motivation and the love. You know what I mean? Motivation and love go hand in hand when we're talking about, you know, art and craft and shit like that. So once the motivation go, the love go. You know what I mean? And the more you take time away from your craft, the more, you know what I mean, just start settling at it. I don't do this no more. Or, you know, I don't really want to fuck with it. Or, you know what I mean? Or you might find, you know, a nigga like, you know, that's an artist. May go get a job and find something that's, you know, paying him a stable amount of money, enough an hour, you know,
life shit,
just enough to sustain and, you know,
life shit, real life
little shit, and that takes away from your craft as well.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Once you do, you know, take care of yourself another way. So that's basically where I was at, man, for the last 3 years. I just was, you know, I just was out of it. You know, I just didn't have the love. I didn't, you know, just everything, every aspect of it. I was just unmotivated. So it took a while to find it again, man. I'm right back though. Okay. You know, I got a lot of shit I've been writing like a machine. A lot of freestyles that I haven't dropped. I got a lot of things I haven't dropped. You know, music has been, you know, recorded. And once I get it together, man, I have a listening session with my dogs, and you know, we're gonna figure out what's what. And FMLA is coming, and you know,
next question.
I'm gonna get back in the battle ring, and you know,
because normally out of that sort of strife and life situations spring a lot of other things. Any thoughts about anything besides music? Maybe some sort of
you know,
biography or documentary, book, or
I've been approached about, you know, doing a book. I'm definitely doing a documentary though, because I understand my audience really don't know me. I don't really have a you know, a real personal connection with my audience. They just know I can rap. They don't know if I'm funny. They don't know if I'm serious. They don't know if they really don't know. So the documentary, we've been working on that too as well. But I really want to get into like acting and writing scripts and shit. I like that type of shit. You know, if not, then I'm gonna work with
DH. Where you at, DH?
You know,
Relicus, where y'all at? Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, the Come Up Crew, where y'all at? Yeah. Got a real one here. Got a real hashtag 302.
I'm not gonna lie, man. One of the highlights of my year was when Geno came through, young Ibn Liver Skipper was here, and they started rapping, man. And I actually got in the cypher, man. I was like, damn, man, I'm actually in the cypher with some real MCs. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you came out the blue. I was
like, oh shit. I was like, nah, I was real. Nah, I was.
Says you ain't did it in a while. You start giving
that
it
nigga
up.
be pump faking. That nigga. That nigga is incredible on the mic, but he don't.
If you say I ain't rapping in a while,
I won't do this in a year. What I was saying was, man, I was saying thank you. I was saying thank you because I was like,
man, fuck that nigga, man. That nigga been holding back on us for 20 years. He's bullshitting.
No, you saying me? Oh, me. Oh, I was
talking about. Nigga.
Anyway, man,
at some point, man,
I wanted to say,
Geno, if you put enough pressure on this nigga, he might, you know what I mean? The old nigga, get off my lawn, nigga.
I'm not even that drag. I'm not even that nigga.
That dragging to come out. But yo, listen, real shit though, Geno. I got a couple questions for you. Of course, everybody want to know, man. The relationship you and Briz, how's that relationship?
That's my dog.
Okay.
Briz Ronstein, my dog, you know, and I appreciate him for coming out to all battles. Because he don't got to do it.
Because I see that. That's big support.
Let me tell you
everybody was curious.
I don't have no malice against no artist that comes from me. You know what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm.
I listen to artists y'all probably don't know I listen to. I listen to the older niggas. I listen to the younger niggas. You get what I'm saying? Briz is a million view nigga.
Right. Tink, what about Tink? You know what I mean? How old that Tink?
Tink is my dog.
Cool.
You know?
We solidify here. 302. We solidify here. So we solidify, right?
We started together. We started this battle shit together. Me, Tink, Auto. We started Hunger Games. Shout out to Auto.
Boom.
That is
I love
his
it.
name.
Auto, man.
I love it.
That is Auto's name. Hunger Games. But yeah, man, like I said, Briz a million view nigga, man. He's one of the, he is the best battle rapper we have here. He is the top guy.
He's one of the best battle rappers there is, period.
Period.
His impression that he left was that. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I see it all the time. You know, people come up to me all the time, but you know, I see people come up to him all the time. I see fathers with their children come up to him all the time. I see mothers come up to him all the time. You know, great nigga, man.
Any more battles from you? Any more battles, or is that done?
I've been talking to Danny Myers.
Oh, parallel universe.
I've been talking to him.
Let's talk about. You want to bring him here?
I've been talking. Yeah, he's gonna come over. And shout out to Tink. Tink been setting that up.
Okay.
That's something.
Shout out to the
Shout out to Briz too.
That's why I wanted to ask, man. I was like, when last time you been in like a cipher with, just kicking it around? Because I know MCs, like you said, you doing your work and
y'all find yourself with some shit often.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking last time you was in a cipher.
A real cipher?
Yeah, a real cipher.
Some shit that got you excited. Not no bullshit, but some shit that got you excited.
Like REMG. REMG days. I don't know. It's been a long time.
So listen.
They got some battles coming up too. The 6th.
The 9th.
The 9th? Yeah, Philly.
So look.
Like a Philly versus Delaware joint.
Word?
Is the brother Cash only in it?
Nah, it's not. No Delaware niggas is on.
Ain't no Delaware niggas on that joint?
Okay. Because that was my next question.
Baby Cash only.
You asked me, man, Stiz be acting a little hot. The niggas be acting hot with me. I don't know, man. I should have been on way more cars. I should have been on cars.
That's the Battle Academy, right?
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of politics in it, man. You gotta believe in it.
I mean, you made your mark, though. You
clearly,
clearly made your mark. Like, it's like, like I wouldn't be mad if you said I'm done with it. You know what I mean? I don't want you to, but I wouldn't be mad if you said I'm done with it. But the new project, I'm really just
FMLA, man. FMLA is what I'm working
on.
on.
The new shit.
And it's a great project, man.
So listen.
I'm talking real heavy. I'm talking real hot.
We're gonna get visuals. We're gonna get visuals and everything. Have visuals and all that.
That's been a big problem with my career too. I dropped a lot of projects with no visuals.
Studio 7.
Shout out to my boy Jay Smooth. Shout out to Grand Tour Media. That's what we'll be working with these visuals and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Smooth, man. Shout out to Brent too, man. I just seen the video too. Shot at Area 51.
I heard that.
What again? Area 51.
Them visuals look crazy.
Shout out Smooth.
Let's get it.
I'm glad my brother knows somebody that knows somebody.
Listen, because I only say this because we got shout out to Bones.
Yeah, shout out to Bones.
Shout out to Bones doing big things with the Denver Nuggets. Let's elevate this thing. It's your turn. It's your turn. You know what I mean? It's your turn.
It's been my turn.
Sometimes you got forced the issue.
Sometimes I be real humble, but you know what I'm at.
You can only be humble for so long.
I'm done being humble. It's been
Right.
For a while. It's been my turn for a while.
On your grill, man.
Right. It's only been so long.
I've been holding.
There's an expiration date on humbleness.
It's really nobody that's been holding it like I've been holding it. You understand what I'm telling you?
Step into that. Absolutely.
Since I've been out. Since I've been out, let me also say that, man. Since I've been out, I've never not been relevant. You understand what I'm telling you? But we in this fishbowl, where this fishbowl only allow you to grow with so much. And I don't know niggas, I don't got no industry. I don't come from family and bosses and shit like that. That ain't no excuse either. But you know what I mean? I never made the right connection and rubbed the right shoulders. But let me tell you something though. Ain't nobody here been holding this shit down like I have been. Period.
But the good thing about a track record. Hold on. The good thing about track record is you got to lay a track record. You got the track record. All right. You don't have to explain yourself. All you gotta do is step into it now. Step into it now.
I heard that.
Step into that, motherfucker.
I love to hear that kind of shit, man.
You know what I mean?
I love to hear that kind of shit.
Time is over. Step into it.
I love to hear that kind of shit because that's
we behind you 100%.
That hip hop shit. They were like, nah, talk your shit. This is the way you're doing it. I'm better than you, motherfucker. I've been doing my thing. I got a track record.
Competitive.
Right, it's a competitive thing. I ain't got to punch you in the eye.
Look, a whole lot more.
Get rich or die trying.
But like I said, man, I took a lot of time off. That's why this FMLA is what it's called in it. Yeah, man, I'm feeding the soul though. You know what I mean?
Nah, you don't owe us nothing. I'm take it right now. You don't owe us nothing.
I absolutely do. You know what I mean? Because you can't. It's only a few people in the world that are following and stay behind you with no product, and you just keep stringing them along.
We did that though, Geno. We doing that regardless.
I appreciate that. And what I'm saying is, I'm feeding the soul. I don't have nothing else to talk about. You know what I mean? We don't even got real soul music no more. That's why y'all be waiting for like the J. Cole's and the Kendricks to drop and shit like that or bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm feeding the soul. That's what I'm known for. That's what I'm getting back to. And yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
Bless.
What y'all want to put a beat on or something?
Oh shit.
Yeah, like
oh shit.
The beat on, man.
Shit. Like, is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? Is that what we doing?
I love to hear it, man. I love to hear it. I be fanboying.
That's what we doing.
I love to hear it.
Is that what we doing? You pick your own. Is that what we doing?
Hey, I love to hear it. Exclusive Friday nights.
Is that what we doing?
Walk with us, Geno. Man, who the fuck doing it like this, man? Y'all got us fucked up.
Man, this is exclusive. This is Fire Nice.
Right. I should have some music for this shit, man.
Listen, Geno freestyle.
Using some motherfucking word just to introduce the motherfucking
Number
music,
one.
Man.
This is the first freestyle. This is the first one.
The first one.
This is the
now
first
the
one.
artists that come in from now on gotta get
Every artist come on here from now. You heard it. It's
You know
Stan.
what? That's the bar.
Stan, we great set the standard.
The bar. Right now.
Let's go.
All silence. Let's get it.
I just gonna little vibe. Let me just bounce it out right quick.
Bounce to it. Do you?
Alright.
Do you?
got you.
Put that motherfucker right there. Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do it like this? Fire Nice, Geno, exclusive.
Yo, man. Yo.
Hey, look. Death coming threes, then it coming news. Lately, I've been unenthused. Shootings at the summer pools. And for the DOJ, it's been like someone in twos. Nah, hold on, look. Listen. In the 90s, I'd have been Biggie in his juicy days. Gucci shades, Louis shoes, Dolomite, Rudy Ray, bro. We wrong. I shouldn't have to tell you to behave. Yeah, we boys, but I'll kick you on my car if you betray niggas. Show love, these niggas know how to tame it. So I chipmunks ain't shit without Albert in it. They fucking if you wearing Balenciaga, so Papa claim it. I guess the power's all in the shoes like Calvin Cambridge. It's been a while since I did cheap dates. I put my name on reservations, not in debates. Glasses of Don Hulu, we woozy as we eat steaks. She keeps talking Kimmy, yeah, I'm like, for Pete's sakes. Listen, I-55 is Chrissy clean and some jiggy jeans. She gonna give me her Krispy Kreme with her tongue out, head in the air like Sidney Dean.
Sidney Dean. You're the best in the state, hands
Don't
down.
come through here.
Hands down.
Let him go.
Hold on, let me just spell it out. Let me spell it out. Let me spell it out.
Damn.
Let me spell it out.
You can't come with that cat in the hat wrapped around this motherfucker.
Yo, look, listen. I was taught to protect the household with kids and pistols. I know a girl would do the same, but just with sage and crystals. My bronies died, I put his picture on my patient visuals. It's been 2 years, this girl just posted him like, babe, I miss you, saying she forever stressed and taking better steps. With a picture of his little girl that he never met. In the house alone, instead of check, people thought it text, but she prayed. God said she blessed forever, F and F. Riding like an apostle, Bible, listening to the gospel. Drinking out the bottle, doodling in the bottles. Every day we hear about somebody dying and it's not news. Life giving EBT for thought, you make it hot food. Hold on.
Silence! Yeah!
Pick it up. Go, General. Go. Vibe out. We ain't got nowhere to go. We ain't got nowhere to go.
Oh my
Is that how we feeling?
Listen.
Is that how we fucking feeling tonight?
Freestyle.
Put on the flames, man.
If you ain't coming like this, don't even come up here.
Exclusive.
If you ain't coming like
Let
this,
him go.
don't even come up here.
Let him go.
I'm telling y'all now. I'm setting the bar.
That's a high motherfucking bar. I tell you that.
Sir.
Alright, one more.
We just chilling.
That's full Delaware.
Vibe out, General.
Whoa.
It's incense music. It's incense music.
Right, yo.
This incense music.
Yo. Who doing it like this,
Okay,
though?
okay, all right. Let me feel it. Are you ready? I'm ready to jump in. This be
Take your
fire
time.
as a motherfucker.
Take your time, bro.
Take your time, man. They walking with us.
You better come with some heat when you
I
come.
know. I'm on my way.
Setting the bar high as a motherfucker, man. I was gonna go home right around.
This shit easy.
All right, look. Jewelry on my dresser. Ice cube, cooling my refresher. Gosh, wait a minute. All right, that's that was Look, jewelry on my dresser. Ice cube, cooling my refresher. I'm missing it. You want me up? Y'all gotta give me some time. See, I'm ready. I already gave it to him.
Hey, yo.
You said another one.
Listen.
You got greedy.
Don't even worry about it. Hey, yo.
Go.
Exclusive.
Don't leave like that.
General.
Let's go.
He set the bar so high.
Bar nice freestyle.
Right. If y'all coming up, man, that's what I'm saying. She said, nah, this is what you gonna do.
I don't remember that second line, but it's
Number
like
one.
on my dresser. Ice cube, cooling my refresher. I don't know. Shorty took it eating. Now she moaning enough for me to come and dress her. And my voice turn on like Alexa. Pressure. Anytime we on our I don't got no more. Like that Alexa. I don't got no more.
Listen, it's the Fire Nights experience, man. Tuesday nights, you can be rocking with anybody in the
Can I
world,
get a
man.
little bit of that?
What?
Yeah, get a little bit of
Nah,
that.
when he said something about a girl, I said,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Hold
Let's
on.
go. I said,
Fire night
Hold
song.
on.
I said, I ain't even
Nah, hold up,
Like,
man.
I be when it's
Got
I be like, I want to slide in with real MCs. You know what I'm saying? I want to slide in with real MCs.
Is you playing with us?
You
playing with us? You got some? All right, give me a couple. Give me a couple. Let them know that this.
When he said something about a girl, I said, you know what? I think I might have something. Man.
Hold on. My bro, right here. It's 85 shit right here. It's 85 shit.
Eyes browner than the cinnamon potion. Had me open up for body lotion. Hourglass shining from the crystal lotion process.
Hold on.
Eyes browner than the cinnamon potion. Had me open up for body lotion. Hourglass shining from the special lotion. First look, shoot me. Like I ain't ready.
The thought is there, bro. The thought is there. I know where you going.
I be like,
Where you going?
that's the bar. Like,
You can edit them joints. All right, cool.
You can edit them. All right. They came right back. I'll give you one more. Joe or something. Yeah, I'm
Finish
talking
it
all
off.
pain back.
Take us out,
Take us
Joe.
out.
Take us out. Give us a couple. Give us a couple. Take us out.
Some pain, man.
Give us some
Yeah,
pain.
give us some pain.
Give us some pain.
Give us that
Come on,
talk.
from the way,
man.
man.
Give us that talk.
Shirley used to want a diamond coat for breakfast. Couldn't put the Newports, now her throat affected. I used to hate staying at night because it was roach infested. The house caught on fire and was a smoke detector. And she be still reminiscing about her cooked meals in the kitchen. Now she eat her meals at the mission. They'll kill for this chicken. When you climbing uphill for position, then the rain's on that hill when you slipping. You can't go back to struggling. Nicks and dimes, you can't go back to hustling. You know where you from, you can't go back to struggling. It all becomes what? You jump a few hurdles and then get stuck again. Life is all scripted, man. You just play the role. And this is who's to survive. You die, you break the code. And life a road trip, you better take some clothes. And have your money right, because it's gonna take its toes.
Have your money right, because this is gonna take us I ain't got no pain. I ain't got no pain, man. Yo, burn the table. Hey, yo. We would love to give special motherfucking thanks and shout out to our good brother, our motherfucking family, the motherfucking bar setter coming through this motherfucking life. If you coming through here, man, have your shit right. My motherfucking man, Jenna. God damn, no cut, no poop butt.
Set the bar. Set the bar. Man, listen.
I'm stumbling, bumbling, grumbling. I couldn't get my lady rhyme out. I couldn't get that rhyme out. Nah, he had that.
Better be prepared. You better be prepared.
Good Lord, man, that pain. Oh my stars.
Don't say, yo, that nigga give us some pain. That nigga said, that nigga snapped into it like stick meaner. That nigga snapped into it like stick meaner. Shout out stick meaner. That nigga said, give me some pain.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
That nigga said, give me some pain.
Before I leave, man, y'all can follow me on all socials.
Absolutely.
At Low Cut Geno. It's pronounced Geno too, man.
Is it no or low?
Oh, right now it's no.
Okay, because
I didn't grew my hair back.
Okay, well, it's no cut then.
Okay, it's okay.
I figured if I grow my hair, they couldn't ride the wave. So,
hey man,
I
love it.
Right now on Instagram, only on Instagram is No Cut Geno.
Can we put some pressure on you?
Go ahead.
Can we put some pressure on you? Listen, listen. Hold on. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Because this, I like to do this shit, and this is what I do. So we got right now is November 29th.
Pressure.
I want to make sure I'm around. So listen, January 9th. How you feel about January 9th?
How you feel about it? What's your
All
thoughts?
right, don't do that. Nigga, let's. January 9th, January 9th, you'll be back with, January 10th, Geno will be back with a full rollout plan and release date and bars.
Yeah, we're gonna play some records then. We're gonna play some records.
January 10th.
That's what
So
we
listen,
doing?
so that's,
January 10th.
so wait, so this is what I'm gonna do.
Yo, how about this? Wait. Let's have a listening party January 10th right here.
Oh, right now we're just dancing in the end zone. Now we're just dancing in the end zone.
Let me set it up.
Man, it's a go.
January 10th.
I'm gonna have my one motherfucking rhyme right. I'm
Geno.
gonna have that motherfucker memorized and
From the
everything.
owner, it's a go.
January 10th.
It's a go.
January 10th.
January 10th. We're gonna have a listening party.
January 10th, listening party.
I'm gonna bring some extra chairs. We don't have enough chairs. Everybody gonna be able to sit down. Y'all can give your opinions, record for record.
Let's go.
Right? Hold on. Look. Everybody gonna get a notepad and a pen. If you feeling that record, write it down.
Okay.
If the majority of the records that broke down,
listen.
That's what's going on now.
I'm gonna need my guys on this one.
So at the listening party,
Freaks,
I'm gonna let
y'all in on this
people.
They need
You're
y'all.
fucking out.
I need y'all.
So we making this a gala event.
I
Put our brothers on the side.
need
It's a concert.
I need the whole E-way on this too.
Oh, okay, bring the E-way in.
Yeah, I need the whole.
Oh, okay, I got it.
We're gonna have food, we're gonna have drinks,
Oh,
we're gonna have.
Hell yeah, damn, I ain't even telling the crowd, man, there's some people and shit, hoes and shit over there, man.
So listen.
Cool for y'all niggas right now.
January 10th,
Shit,
January 10th, Geno listening party. It is today is what we got. What we on? We on November 29th.
29th,
January 10th. January
Listen,
10th.
I'm with it. Listen, I gave no. Listen, he good.
Listen,
That's all it is. That's all it is, man.
Have a good time.
Studio 7.
The No Cut Geno,
Yeah,
Studio 7.
I might be low cut again by then. I don't know.
Yo, but as
But I appreciate y'all,
man, God,
I
hell,
appreciate
man, what the
you
fuck
for
you
coming.
mean,
I
man?
appreciate y'all.
I appreciate this man for coming the fuck through. I damn sure appreciate him for coming through with his views. I damn sure ultimately love him coming through for setting the motherfucking bar around here, y'all. Hey, yo, you better get your pole vault out.
So listen. January 10th.
January
The
10th,
Geno.
goddamn.
I don't know if he's gonna be low cut or no cut. But he gonna be here,
We'll be here though.
He gonna be here in the flesh.
Mars, you know.
He gonna be here. He gonna be multiple ridiculous, crazy bars, Geno, that night. We gonna
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
listen.
have a lot of.
I need the Concert Crew podcast here. Freaks, where you at?
Yeah,
I need my brothers in here for the
Yeah.
giveaway. Yeah,
yeah.
let's get this thing
I might have to
popping.
call in some favors, man.
Let's
You
get
know,
this
call
thing
our guy in. You know, call our guy, man. So you, hey, guy, man. You know, call our guy, man. You know, it's the time in our, in our lives. It's time to call in all the favors that we done added up over these years. It might be time to call in the
Straight
guy.
like that.
Call in the guy.
Y'all can
But
put
you
your
know, man, thanks for walking with us, man.
Man, thank y'all
Thank
for
you,
walking
Geno.
with us, man.
Thank you to my peoples, Twan.
Thank you,
My
Twan,
man, Rowdy.
Thank you, Rowdy, man.
Rowdy
Thank you, Studio
motherfucking,
man. Thank you, everybody, jamming with us in Bucharest.
Rowdy audience member number 1 over here. You know what I'm saying?
I love Rowdy audience. I love that nigga.
Shout
That's a
out,
Rowdy
Ant,
audience
man.
member.
Shout
I
out,
make
Ant,
shit
bro.
pop. I love him.
You know what I mean? I love you, man. Thank you for walking with us, man. You know what I mean? Any of y'all could have been anywhere, man. Y'all was with us, man. Thank you, man.
Listen, y'all could be anywhere in the world, man, but y'all fucking with us. We appreciate the love. It's late, but we gonna deliver for y'all on behalf of Fire and Ice. It's Tuesday Night P, aka Coach P. Take us out of here, fresh though.
We live on Fire and Ice podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woodland, Delaware. Where are you from?
Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy Matt, man. Fire Nice Podcast.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
Fellas like you, I'll be like,